Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to episode 55 of the Egal. It's been 55 episodes. Whoa, why I hear myself? Whoa. Whoa, I hear myself twice. Now I no longer hear myself twice. Anyway, episode 55. It's been 55 episodes of the A-Listers. Yo, one of the most iconic shows. We had so much fun, honestly. This has been one of the funnest shows ever on YouTube. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Big up to my guy Terry as well for the raid. Everyone who's joining us from the terrace as well, like and subscribe. And yeah, guys, I know I need a haircut. You get me? I know I need a beard trim as well. But 3 days my barber is not there, and every grown man will tell you, you can never cheat on your barber. You can never ever cheat on your barber. So he ain't there. So I'm gonna have to hold that for hopefully tomorrow. Inshallah, he's there. Anyway, let me introduce the panelists. First and foremost, the only guy alongside myself on the panel who actually got 3 points this week. Joining us on the channel is Jacob. No, I'm just kidding, guys. It's not Jacob because Jacob he was supposed to win. He was 2-0 up. Anyway, joining us on the channel, guys, is Egal, 3-point collector. How you doing, Egal, man?
Bro, I'm good. Just put the little boy to bed. Wallahi, the weekend was very entertaining, and I'm enjoying myself, man. Just I like how the people in the social media game are trying to make something out of nothing. As soon as Arsenal are in any drama, people want to believe it. But when it's Man City and they're 1-1-5, everything is bullshit, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny. It's funny. But yeah, man, I'm good. Let's get this show started. We're gonna make fun of Tottenham today. I got something for Liverpool if we're gonna speak about them. And Chelsea dropped points, but well, it is what it is, right? Let's get into it.
Okay. Chelsea. Oh, it's definitely not. It is what it is. There's a lot to talk about when it's Chelsea. And the next guy that's going to be joining us on the top row, it just shows the sad state of his football club. But I was asking myself an honest question, no banter. Which is a better draw? Away at Aston Villa or at home against Forest with 10 men? And joining us on the top row, just because his club is sad, he's the saddest club on the panel. You get me? A draw away for them at Aston Villa. I believe Shikh should be celebrating today. Shikh, are you happy with the point, brother?
There's nothing to celebrate when Ten Hag is still here, man. There's nothing to celebrate. But I'll say this: at least I'm not the laughing stock of the episode for like the second or third week running. That's one thing for sure. But yeah, I think it's tick, man. Time is very valuable. So I'm giving it another day before I go live it on my channel. But hey, time is ticking. Get to work. It's Monday. Monday is the first day of the week. Get to work. I heard they're all going to be there in London or at Manchester. They were all at the game too. So get to work, man. Get to work. But big up to everyone and smash the likes. Big up.
Fair enough. I love that energy. You know what's I really thought today that, you know what, wanna know why I didn't do any morning video, even though there was like Trent and Salah and stuff news. I really thought I was gonna wake up and it's gonna be like club statement. So I was just like, nope, I'm not gonna do any content in the morning. And I wake up and there's no club statement. I'm like, yo, they didn't sack him. I thought the whole Ummah will be live just talking about Ten Hag. So I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do this. And then Ten Hag wasn't sacked. And I'm sat here reading reports going like, oh, maybe they're going to keep Ten Hag and shit. I'm like, yo, let's go. Keep him. I'm here for it.
We'll get into it. We'll definitely get into it. But yeah, man, it's concerning. It's a little concerning for sure. But we'll get into it. But yeah, big up, bro.
Yeah, big up. Joining us next, draw against 10 men, Nottingham Forest. He's gonna get copyright infringement for fraudulently reacting to my video. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not gonna copyright infringement. Careful, Lewis, innit? Don't worry. Joining us on the channel, you get me, is the man, the myth, the legend. Not a 3-point collector this week against 10 men for 25 minutes. What a goal for the best player in the league, Cole Palmer. What a goal for better than Kai Havertz, Nicholas Jackson. And I'm interested to see in the Chelsea section, is Jacob going to glaze Chelsea again? As he said last week, infamously, big up Chelsea. Man like Lewis is in the building. How you doing, Lewis, man?
All good. By the way, Palmer still did his thing in the second half and left with GNA, but it is what it is. Shout out to everybody that's locked in. Please let Shikh have top row. We didn't win, so I don't want that. There's no reason for me to start pushing for that anyway. And also, while I have the opportunity and have the floor, I want to say big up to Manchester City for busting case. As witnesses, I'm very happy to help you guys. All you snitches, you're going to get your stitches in due time. And I hope they bust case. Big up to everybody. And also, Sam, feel free to react to me whenever you want, bruv. Game is the game. Charge it. You could do the same thing too. So, yeah. Up the
You
Chelsea.
didn't upload a vlog, right? No vlog.
Yeah, I did. It's just I did a review like 2 hours after, so I didn't get any retention. Up the Chelsea.
Fairs. And last but not least, he got me. He was 2-0 up, guys. They were 2-0 up, guys. I swear they were 2-0 up. They were 2-0 up against Brighton. I was doing watch along, and he was all happy and shit. And all of a sudden, Brighton scored 3 times. Like, they didn't even get out of there with like 2-2. Would have been like, oh yeah, Spurs bottled it, but at least they got a point. This, they got 0 points, even though Brandon Johnson made it 6-6. So it's time to bring out. Get me. Yesterday was Destiny Udogi Day, by the way.
Cootie, can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. I fucking love Cootie Romero. He's the fucking GOAT, and I hope you know.
Hello, Jacob.
Copyright infringement. I'm gonna file it tonight for that video. Hello, everybody, except for Sam. How's everybody doing?
Technically, that's fair use because it's altered.
Well, I'm still gonna copyright it.
W video. W.
You can't copyright it, actually, theoretically.
I do want to point something out because Hassam,
Because
your energy.
It's Staffy
Hassam, your
voice
energy
note.
changes. Your energy changes, Hassam, show by show, channel by channel, and I find it interesting because I heard you just a couple of days being like, "Oh, people say I work for Arsenal when I just compliment them and say that they did something well, or I objectively talk about them. I do that about Chelsea, and apparently I glazed Chelsea. I just want to know, will you keep the same energy today or not?"
I was just giving
Dude, let's go. Oh.
Just giving Jacob some background music appropriate for his twerking. Anyway, Jacob, you don't have to worry about Chelsea. Since when do we start?
No, I'm gonna ask you a question. Don't deflect. I asked you a very direct question. Answer it now. Answer it now. No deflection. Don't judge Mo me.
You're the one deflecting.
I won't take that Judge Mo energy.
Because we have to start with Spurs because you lost. So this has nothing to do with Chelsea. When we get to
So
Chelsea,
answer my question, then we could talk about Tottenham. It's very
I'm
simple.
answering the question when we get to the Chelsea section. No problem. You have my
But
word.
it's more of a, not really just specifically Chelsea. It's like when you glaze Arsenal and then you get upset, people say, "Oh, I'm not working for Arsenal." And it's like,
Arsenal at all.
okay, you call this glazing, but then the same thing happens for somebody else, but it's
Name
not
one
for
thing
you.
I've said that's
Something
glazing
else.
Arsenal.
I'm just wondering, when is the footy Judge Mo energy going to stop?
Where, name one thing I've said that's glazing Arsenal.
Again, it's not about the subject matter that has been said. It is about the context of which what you're saying. So when you say, "Oh, don't come at me like I'm glazing Arsenal," you can objectively say good things about a team and it's not glazing, but then I do it and he glazes Chelsea. All I was doing was mostly complimenting their manager for having a fucking pair of balls.
Fair enough.
We talk about his manager not having balls.
Yeah.
He does have
Sometimes
balls.
you
2 great big Australian ones. You should get to know him.
Sometimes you have to hold your hands up
Short
and
on the
say,
weekend.
what are
Hey,
3
yo.
points for Spurs?
Get to know
Big up
him.
to Elias, who says, as a Liverpool fan, Sam, you can't really cook Lewis. That's kind of ironic because we lost to them at home. Forest are the toughest team to beat. I'll be honest with you. I actually called... please don't tell me the Bridge Nation disease has affected you as well. Can we not do this stream, please? That's Ahmed
Doesn't like
has
the
ruined
bridge.
YouTube. Chelsea Ahmed have ruined YouTube, honestly, every time. I'm like,
Oh, is that his thing or something?
yes, he's the guy that started this shit, bro. The bridge, you can hold that.
My
Ahmed.
guy.
You can hold that, but subscribe to
Big
the
up,
Bridge
Alan,
Nation.
big up.
Here's
Big up
the thing.
Somalia.
Yeah, big up Somalia. Here's the thing. I don't know why you made that about Somalia or talk about Chelsea, but anyway, here's the
Ahmed
thing.
Somali.
Yeah. That's why I said Chelsea Ahmed, not Fellaini. Here's the thing with this Elias. When we lost to Nottingham Forest, there was a A-listers episode. I got cooked. There was a Ahwa episode. I got cooked. You draw to 10
Well,
men
I didn't
at
even
home.
cook you that much. I just said it was funny. That was it.
That's fine.
And it was
but
only because Cho scored. If it was anyone else, I wouldn't even have had the same energy. That was just
fair
it.
enough. Fair enough. But, drawing against 10 men at home, you're going to get cooked. This is normal. I would expect if we draw against 10 men
I
at home.
expect criticisms, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
ultimately, we should have won. We didn't do enough.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, big up to everyone in the chat. 580 people in here. Let's get the likes up. We're not even at 100 likes yet, you bunch of Adama Traores. Let's get the likes up. I wouldn't have it if I were you. So like
Yeah,
the
that
video right
guy's
now,
useless.
subscribe. And Jacob, Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, smile, motherfucker, smile. Go ahead. Talk to me. What the hell happened? The seagulls. Yes. Go ahead, Jacob. Go ahead.
I'm gonna share my screen with you for a second. And I just want to open with this as my statement.
Okay, now it's showing.
I didn't play the audio because it'll copyright, but there you go. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about those fucking seagulls. That's how I feel about that game. Every year, these damn seagulls. I personally have a vendetta to the animals. And then when I play Brighton, I like to take it out on them. And it just continually gets thrown back into my face. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. I thought this show, I wasn't supposed to talk. Y'all got to talk about the game, and I just had to listen. I was kind of hoping for that because...
Change the rule.
Oh, okay. Well, it's...
Sometimes you ain't gotta
Okay,
talk.
Jacob. We lost to Brighton too. It's okay, Jacob. It happens.
Bro, I don't...
I said the same thing about the
Hey,
season.
it's that long.
Shut up.
Oh my
Don't
God.
try and say, it's
Hey,
okay, buddy, we lost to... No, that ain't going to make me feel better. That ain't going to help, dog.
Oh,
Didn't you draw with Brighton?
18 minutes.
Egal?
20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes. And it was, yeah.
Hey, things happen quickly. And, it's like...
Mad.
Now, show me Arsenal versus Brighton. Show me that scoreline.
It's not
You
my
got that
time
one
to
too?
speak. It's not my time to speak
I just...
yet. Go ahead.
Or you were showing things. It was show and tell time in the fucking classroom. Didn't know if you wanted to show and tell me what happened with you versus Brighton.
No, Jacob, it's not about Arsenal. It's about Tottenham.
Yeah, you're right. You are. You're right.
I don't-
You're
I
right.
don't wanna
It is
take-
about
I don't wanna
Tottenham.
take
It's always
up-
about
I
Tottenham.
don't want to take away too much of your time.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about the game if I'm honest, because I was having a great first half. The first 45 of my watch along, I'm singing, I'm having a good time, I'm talking to the chat, we're grooving, and then things change very, very quickly, and I've just complete capitulation. The only thing that my takeaway from the game specifically is this is not an indication of Ainge. The only two things that I'm putting this on Ainge, I'll give him about 30% fault, 33%, a third of the share for yesterday's, because the timing of the subs and the two subs that they were, I thought Destiny and Pedro Porro were getting worked all fucking game by Matoma and Minty, whatever that dude's name is. I don't even know what I'm supposed to say.
Jacob,
it's
you're
horrible.
supposed to be honest
Awful.
about your team. And
Yeah.
just the same way you big them up after a win versus relegation side, you should speak
Yeah, it was
about
cool.
them and
was
talk
fun.
about the negatives. So what are your concerns?
We didn't win. We
Why
didn't score
didn't
the
you win?
goals. Because we
Okay.
didn't score the goals. Again, I always ask for the
Okay,
15 to
why
20%
didn't- why
efficiency
did-
in the final
Why
third.
didn't you guys close out the game from 2-0 up?
Because Ange started Timo Werner.
So Timo Werner is at fault for not burying the game and making it 3-0.
Well, I think at 18 seconds into when they blew the whistle, in 18 seconds, there was a moment where he could have played a beautiful pass to Brendan Johnson, so he could have scored one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he
Okay, what
fucking
about-
shot.
What about the defenders who you highly rate as one of the best left
Yeah.
backs, one of the best center backs? You sing and all their
Better
praises.
than Arsenal's.
Where were they?
Well,
Where were they for that 18-minute capitulation? Where was your manager for that 18-minute capitulation? Where were your leaders on the pitch for that 18-minute capitulation? Because Son wasn't there. Do you have any other leader? Like, where are they? Who is taking the rest of the players, grabbing them and telling them, wake the fuck up?
it wasn't the dude wearing the captain's armband, which was Cuti Romero. That's kind of his job, right? When he's out there is to, hey, guys, it's okay. We just conceded one. Let's not let the second one happen. The second one happens. Okay, guys, you see the third one happen, and my captain's hanging his head. It's kind of like, all right. And I think on the third one as well, For me, again, I don't blame Kuti for the goal concessions. I blame him as a leader on the pitch. I blame him as the captain. You don't get to the captain of the Titanic don't get on one of the lifeboats when it's sinking. Motherfucker, you're going down with the ship. So Romero has to hold that, just like Son does when he's the captain and he fails to pull us through. It's the same notion. So in reality, we shouldn't have that mindset where really in the second half, Brighton came out and we were reluctant to really just retain the ball. Anytime we won it off them, we gave it right back. Anytime they won it off us, they won it right back. So it's just, I don't know, man. I don't really know. I don't blame Ainge again for these players. When Kulusevski wins the ball in the midfield and then he just gives it away in the next half a second to a second, and then Bentancur's doing the same thing, Madison's doing the same. This is a problem that I think Brighton's press was really frustrating us. I think they pressed us in a manner in which we haven't been pressed, where it was really flustering our midfield. Now, when you're talking about the back line, I'm going to have to hold that smoke about Destiny. He got 2 of those goals you look at him for, but one of them I did look back at and I give him a little less blame for, which was the first one, because Van de Ven completely fucking missed it. Van de Ven completely missed the ball, and I think that is why Destiny got thrown off, and then he whiffed the ball. So it's 2 people. But then I go back to who allowed that cross in, and it was Pedro Porro all day. Matoma, fuck these balloons. Sorry, but every day or every time that Matoma got the ball on that left hand side, he could cross it, he could cut it in and cross it, he could go to the body, whatever he wanted to do. Pedro Porro was just a fucking witness, and to me, that was a problem. And then Destiny and Doge also, I was screaming, get Jed Spence out there. I haven't seen Jed Spence defend that poorly at all since he's worn a Tottenham shirt. And that's a poor state when we were there, where 12 months ago, Jed Spence, we were wondering who's going to buy him for 10 mil.
Okay. You're holding the players accountable, but I want to know one thing. Where's the accountability for your manager, in the sense that 46 minutes into the game, the Brighton manager makes a change and you guys concede 3 goals, and your manager doesn't make another change until the Brighton team makes another 2 more changes. And in the 79th minute, at that point, you have 10 minutes left. Why is he waiting until the 79th minute to make a game change in a game where you guys were controlling the game up 2-0, and then it turns into a basketball game and you lose it, and he still doesn't do nothing? I'm looking at Ange, and I'm saying more the blame is on the manager, because he put the team out there. He's the one who's seen the game slipping from the grass. You guys had the win in your hands, and then you ended up losing. That's not on an individual player. That's not on a collective of players. That's on the manager seeing the momentum shifting to the other team and not making any proactive changes throughout the whole time. He just believed that things were going to go right. You completely lost momentum. You had players dropping their heads. You had back-to-back yellow cards, people losing their heads, giving away silly fouls, and he still didn't make a change until 10 minutes left. What are you going to do 10 minutes left? Fight for a draw? He gave up the game by not being proactive. And the Tottenham players, I could rinse a bunch of them, but really and truly, I think that game versus Brighton is another example of why I think Ange is going to fail at Tottenham. Tottenham fans might have high expectations in the sense they think their team is going to be in the top 4 or winning trophies or doing something that they think they're going to go to the next level. But with a manager who doesn't seem to be interested in changing the game, doesn't seem to be interested from moving away from his principles when things are going wrong, to shut up shop or to try to just see out the game, and also in-game management, I have not seen Ange make too many changes to get you guys from a losing position or from a situation where you've lost control to bring you back in it. Most of the time, it's individual brilliance. It's not the manager making changes to do it. I haven't seen him basically win a game from his substitutions or win a game from his tactical tweaks mid-game. To me, I question Ange and I say, what is he doing for that 90 minutes? Because
when he spoke after the match, I actually agreed with him wholeheartedly. He basically said, if you're not competitive, it doesn't matter what you do. You're not going to get the rewards and you don't deserve to win. We weren't competitive in that second half. Based off of our performance in that second half, we didn't deserve to win. I don't even know if we deserved to draw, and that's exactly what happened.
Game from the manager? I'm sorry. You're the manager in game. You have to make, if you don't have guys on that pitch that want to compete,
you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink.
Bro, if you have players on the pitch who don't want to play, sub them off, put kids in. Fuck them.
Well, I mean, I agree with you. This is again where it falls under when I break it up into slices of pie, if you will. He is holding some pie of the blame. Like he is, Kuti is, Destiny for sure is, Mickey is as well, Poro is, that entire backline, Vicario is, the entire team is sharing the pie. But Ainge is not immune to it, but nor do I think that this is solely his fault. These players have shown that when you take one or two out, you take a Son out, now everything changes. Our mindset's different. We look completely different. And it's been a symptom that we have done for years and years. It doesn't matter the players, doesn't matter the managers. It always fucking happens. It always happens where these players, something bad happens. Oh, wham. There's something in the walls, man. They're spoiling these kids with damn foot rubs all day, and then just people constant positive affirmations. I don't know. But it's just a weak mindset. And it just shows year in, year out, these moments. But this is what I'm hoping will come from this. A moment in which, because Ainge said this is the worst loss since I've been here. And I agreed with him. And maybe recency bias, sure. I mean, losing to Arsenal 3 times since he's been here, that's not been great either. Or I think it's only been twice.
It's not losing to Brighton, though.
Losing the Champions League final.
Well, we lost to Brighton. It's not the first and only. Shut up, Don. It's not the only time that. God, why you got to bring the Champions League final, bro? It has nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with it.
Yo, but Jacob, quickly, do you think the way you guys are currently set up in the game, it's very attacking? Once you took a 2-goal lead and you conceded the first goal. Couldn't he have made a change?
I have no problems going for that third because we should have been up 4-5 in the first half. So when we came out in the second half, I said, let's keep doing what we were doing. And then what we did was we did, but then they started chipping away at what we were doing. And we were like, uh-oh. And that's when they started getting all the momentum and then they scored that first goal. So really, like, this is where I agree, but then I also disagree. So to me, it's not a problem with the philosophy. It's not a problem with the tactics of constantly going for the next goal. That's the fucking point of the game, is to score. I don't.
You also have to defend when you're up.
Well, I mean, some people believe that. Some people don't.
That's that simple. You have a 2-0
well, everyone fights differently.
You have a 2-0 lead. You're away from home. You're not at home. You also have guys like Pepe Sarr and Basuma who could have come on and could have made the game a little bit more controlled. Could have helped you keep the ball a little bit better. Maybe even defensively, they're better than.
No, I think that's awful to say that Sarr come on. Like this is where the nitpicky of fucking. Hang on, no. Because you're gonna do the nitpicky thing where you're like, oh, he could have done this. Oh, he could have done that. How about this? Let the motherfucker drive the car and you just sit there and look out the window.
1 second. We're talking about a midfield of Kulusevski, Madison, and Bentancur. Very attacking, right? You have a 2-goal
It's our best midfield. You ask any Spurs fan, that's our best midfield. It's been proven to be our best midfield. You can talk about Papa Matisar, but he's been shit this year. So I'm not trying to hear that. I'm sorry.
He might be your best midfield, and I understand you're very defensive right now, but the reality of the situation is you lost the game because you had a lead and you're still attacking when maybe
you're saying things and I'm providing a different contextual background to what you're saying, and you're like, oh, I'm defensive. No, I'm just saying, hang on, because you're wrong. That's why I'm
trying to give you the context. You're cutting me off. Let me get my point, and then you're done.
Are you okay? Did you win this weekend? Why are you yelling?
We're having a discussion about why your team dropped points, and I believe that the manager could have brought on Pape Matasar or Basuma.
I ain't hearing that. You're wrong. Thank you.
One of them. He doesn't have to bring on all of them. One of them.
Yeah, what's your next point? I don't agree.
One of them could have came on for Kulusevski or Madison to maybe get you guys a little bit more control.
I mean, they could have, but they would have done worse.
Have another person who's a little bit more defensive minded, because you guys were getting cut through so easily. Another midfielder with a little bit more defensive nouns could have helped in that game.
Well, you say cutting through us with ease. It was one guy in the midfield. It was number 20, Baliba, who was not cutting through us. He was just fucking walking through our midfield. So again, I hear you, and I think that to say those names might have changed it, sure, but you don't know that. And to me, this is like I'm taking a little bit of my frustrations, from my team, a little bit out on you, Egal. So I apologize, but for me, it's like I hear it from Spurs fans as well, and that's why I get so fucking angry about it, and I get triggered because I hear these Spurs fans are like, oh, well, Ainge would have done this if Ainge would have done that. It's just like, bro, I mean, are you gonna let like the dude who got hired to do it, or are you just gonna micromanage from the sidelines and actually no one gives a shit because you're just some Spurs fan on YouTube? Is kind of the way I approach it. So when people say, "Oh, Pablo Matasar would have done X, Y, and Z," you don't know that based on what? Anything he's done this year? Scoring twice in Europa League versus Ferencvaros and fucking Hungary team? Or excuse me, I guess it's Korabag and Ferencvaros is the Hungary
One
team. I
second.
get him confused.
Someone in the chat just lied. Basuma subbed on in the 79th minute. They conceded the third goal in the 66th. So don't even try to say he made a change and then they still conceded, because he didn't make a single substitution until 10 minutes left in the game. And I'm questioning.
Yeah, I think it was like
manager.
78, 79, something like that.
We all see
the timing is questionable. Yeah, the timing is questionable. The type of subs were questionable.
We all see games where the momentum shifts to the other team and they look like they're the only person who's going to end up scoring the next goal. And at times that's what it looked like. Although Tottenham was still attacking, at times it looked like one team was going to score and it was Brighton.
I agree with you. And this is the part where I want to, like, because everyone always tells me like, "Oh, Ainge will never do any wrong in your eyes." That's really not true. Like, I still give him blame for the timing of the subs and the type of subs. But again, you brought on Sarr and Basuma for, I think it was Timo Werner and Matt or Bentancur. And it just, then now you're moving Kulusevski to the left wing. To me, it was questionable. I don't understand it, but I'm, perfectly comfortable putting my hands up and saying I'm the manager of a Premier League team. Now, whether he gets it right or wrong on the day, I think is completely going to be dictated on the result. Even if we would have drawn, it still would have been Ainge failed. We still drew. So to me, again, I don't have a problem with the philosophy going for that third goal. Should he have changed things up sooner? I absolutely think he should have. But that's just my opinion.
Do you think at some point this season,
I'll be honest with you, Egal, Ainge will fail, and he will fail just like Conte, and he'll fail just like Mourinho.
Well, see, that's what I don't like is that crystal ball talk. You ain't Miss Cleo, and if you ain't Miss Cleo, I ain't listening to nobody's. Like, oh, my crystal ball said, fuck your crystal ball, fuck your Amazon Prime plug-in crystal ball LED light.
I'm not Italian. Please.
Why'd you call him Cleopatra? What the hell?
I'm Mrs. Cleo. She's a fortune teller. You call it.
I'm not Italian. I'm not Italian, Jacob. I'm not Italian. You
I got the crystal ball.
Que schifo, perché? Anyway,
that's the part where I try to push back is when people say absolutes. It's not absolute. Like saying Pablo Matasar's coming on.
It's not because of him. Relax. Yeah, Jacob, let us land.
We don't know he'll fail. What if he's lifting a trophy at the end of the season? Did he fail?
We don't know. I kind of expect it though, just because it's Tottenham, and I don't think you guys have the tools to properly play his brand of football. That's what my thing is more with Spurs.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I really have because I didn't watch the game. I'm just going to say it was very Tottenham. I went to one pub. It was 2-0 Spurs. Said, fuck that. I'm going to go do my thing, Cam and Bonazoot. Went back in. It was 3-2. Didn't even know how to react, but it was just Spurs. But yeah, that's all for me.
It was 20 minutes, so I do believe that story right there.
Literally, I went for a Zubi fan cam. 3-2.
Done. Yep. The reason why Ainge will fail is not Ainge himself. Ainge will fail because of the higher-ups. And it shows it in this transfer window. They're so stupid, honestly. People, this Spurs transfer window, please go look at it. Go look at the players they signed, for how much they signed them, and all that shit. That's the thing that makes the difference. Yeah, Habibis, when it comes to Spurs, their transfer window was sabotage. I think us five could make a better transfer window for Spurs and what they need. Bro, Manu Kone was there. I can give you 100 examples of players that would have categorically made Spurs so much better. So it's not
the transfer window was to stay right where we are. That's the thing. That's the disconnect. Is this club will always do?
Postecoglou chose to sign Archie Gray and Bergvall. He didn't. We all know this.
We've been scouting Archie Gray since before he came here.
Yeah, but Archie Gray was the shit 3 years ago. No one cares about him anymore now. Like he's one of them ones that was like, I don't know if you remember Thomas Lemar and like a name that came out all of a sudden. Everyone's like, oh yeah, this Archie Gray's a baller, bro. And then he's playing right back. Like it just shows you he's just not that guy. He's just not ready for that level. I'll be honest with you. Listen, Spurs are where you expect them to be honest with you, in the league. I think they need to target Europa so they can finally get all this trophy stuff off their back. and that gets them Champions League football. And in the Europa, listen, there's like a couple of tough teams, so it's not like it's all, not all tough. There are a couple of tough teams. You could back yourselves against them, to be honest with you. Yeah, he's playing center back at times, so Spurs are just Spursy.
Yeah, he's our
you
fourth
know?
option center back.
Exactly. Spurs are just Spursy and has nothing to do with Ainge. And every time Spurs are in this position that they're in, I always say, go watch the Conte leaving press conference. Just go watch it. Listen to what he says.
Piggybacking off of
Now
that,
you can do an Italian accent. Do an Italian accent now. Not when you're imitating me. You
to
fraud.
change the Tottenham, you cannot change the Tottenham. You can change you can change the manager, but you cannot change the club.
We disowners. We win nothing in 20 years.
But this is the thing: Spurs fans got fucking angry when he showed the mirror and they saw their big fat ass looking back at him. They said, "Oh, how dare you!" And then guess what? 18 months later, here we are again, doing the same damn thing that Conte said. This is what they've always done. They just fire a manager, bring a new one in, get that bounce, get to Champions League. Then they do a window where it's like, let's help just maintain top 5, top 4. If we can maintain that area, then that's what they're going to do. They're not going to push on to challenge. They're not going to push on. They're going to hope that things work with these young kids we bring in and mix with the vets that we do have. So to me, again, I just... it's better when we win because I could just forget about all of the symptoms, all of my really bad diagnoses with the club, and I can just enjoy a win. When you lose, it's a constant reflection of like how we are here as a club, why we are here, and what I saw. And this is why, again, I don't blame Ainge. I don't feel like Ainge is at all the problem. If anything, fans are more of a problem than fucking Ainge. So, how long they are patient with this, I don't know. But if there's any indication from the PR forum that they did a couple of weeks ago, it was that a lot of people got the sense that Daniel Levy was more comfortable with the losses now in the sense of what we're building now. Because before getting those losses with Jose, with Conte, with Nuno, we were still trying to actually chase whatever he thought we could still chase, which was, I guess, a Champions League final at most.
Jacob, did you want those former managers out?
No. I did. I love Jose Mourinho. I did not want. I don't care about
And
the
they
league. We
sacked
got
him
it.
from
But
the
the
league.
last final I
Terrible,
was in was
terrible.
Jose
Yeah.
Mourinho.
So guys,
That was
you
weird.
guys heard it here first. He stayed even until the final days. He was with those managers. I expect him to do the same with Ange. I don't think we're ever going to hear
Jacob
you.
is so pro
I don't think we're
I
ever
still
going
have
to
a
hear
Conte
him.
bobblehead, bro. He was supposed to bring me glory. I had
I don't
Harry
think
Kane,
we're ever
young
gonna
Wazan.
hear you.
Conte.
I don't think
Love
we're ever
that.
going to do. I don't think we're ever going to
He's
hear
top
you
of the
do
table
a
in Serie A
Lewis
right
and
now.
just say manager out.
basement friends.
Like his style of play is
Fuck
fucking.
off, man.
I don't like it.
Big up
It's very.
Conte,
It's
real
very
one.
boring. But if I don't care,
Real
I don't
shit. We
care
beat Pep
how it
first.
happens. The object. I wanted a damn trophy, and that's what he was trying to do. That's what Jose was trying to do, and he got us to our last final, and we sacked him 5 days before it. To
So
me,
you're never gonna
Ryan
want
Mason
Ange
versus
out.
Pep was crazy, dog. Well, who club does that? Oh,
No.
you could have sacked him after the final
You're
if we
never gonna-
lost.
You're never going to want Ange out, right?
I mean, if this result happens fucking 4 or 5 more times in a row, I might say it might be time. But I don't think it will. That's why
I think
feel this way.
that's the real question, though. It's like, are you willing to stand by Ange and like hope you guys get a rebuild, or would you rather just bring in a manager that might be a bit more like focused on the team defensively, if that was to help you in the short term?
I appreciate Ainge for what he is as a manager who's willing to come into a broken thing and say, I will waste my fucking time and effort and mental capacity to try and fix this because he genuinely cares about the club. Whereas a Jose, a Conte, and nothing against them, I love them as managers, but they are more like, I am here to, I'll help you, but like, this is me. You know what I mean? Whereas Ainge is like, I'm going to do what y'all. So the board giving him Timo and all, Archie and Lucas and those kinds of guys, he's like, fine, that's how you want to work. I will work with the way that you want to work to
But
try and
then
help you
don't
fix this
expect of me
and
to
set
make
this so it
miracles.
can be something.
Yeah,
That's
but
what he's
then the
trying to do
problem
is
you
be
can't
that.
expect him to make
Oh,
miracles.
so you're willing to just take the longer route with Ange then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am
Because the
because
guy
Wanted to
there's
get
a
where you
certain,
were at on with it.
That's fair.
there's a
Listen,
certain
my thing, you
mentality
just can't
that he.
expect him to
Go
make
ahead,
miracle.
sorry.
Respectfully,
Yeah.
Klopp, Pep, any manager in this league, you ain't gonna do shit with no Bergval, Archie Gray. By the way, yesterday Dominic Solanke was phenomenal. Fuck the result. Let's be honest. Dominic Solanke had an incredible game. By the way, not even scoring goals. The amount of passes he played in behind for Dummer, aka Timo Werner, and the amount of time. And by the way, go watch the pass for the Brennan Johnson goal. You cannot tell me Solanke is not a good signing and not a baller. He's a
No,
baller.
I'm very happy with Solanke signing.
Yeah, he's a good signing. He's a but the problem is the rest. Oh my god! And the problem is how much they pay for them. Ya akhi. They pay so much money for these bums with potential. Ya habibi, listen, you have a good team now. Just add 2-3 good players. I'll be honest with you. I stick by this. I said this at the end of the summer. I actually put Spurs 9th in my predictions, and I put them below Brighton. And I said that some Spurs fans will turn on Ainge, even though in my opinion, I don't believe it's his fault. I don't think he's the reason why they're in this position.
They've
But
already
here we are
turned.
anyway. So,
He'll be
yeah.
gone
They've
by
already
June.
turned, and then you know what they
He'll be gone
did
by
for that
June.
5-game winning streak? They said,
No, Jacob,
"Oh,
you're wrong.
I,
They don't turn. They act like they haven't turned, but deep down, everything they're saying equals they've turned.
Guys, what's
So when
what's
they
more
speak,
likely?
It's a good
They
point."
go like, "I'm not Ainge out yet."
They're just wishy-washy.
But
week
he's
they're out,
naive.
1
He's a
week
piece
they're
of
in.
shit. He's
That's
fat.
what
I
they
hate
do,
him. It's like,
Jacob.
okay.
Yep. Yep.
What's more
Yeah,
likely?
it's like telling my
Ainge to
wife,
be
I didn't
sacked?
cheat on you. I just did everything except.
You kept
It's
the
like
season
yeah,
the
you still put yourself in that situation.
What's more likely? Ainge to be sacked or Spurs to win a trophy?
Ainge be sacked.
And be
Ainge
sacked.
be sacked?
Come on, bro.
Coming from the Spurs
Yeah.
fans' mouth himself. You cannot.
But this is the part that kills me, and he's gonna get sacked because of these dickhead fans that are like, wee. Oh, they think Tottenham are supposed to be Real Madrid, but then whenever we're in the transfer market, they're like, how dare we even think we could sign this player? They would never come to Tottenham. It's like either you're the dude or you're the cuck. You can't be this weird. I want to be both at times when it suits me, and that's what Spurs fans do, and it fucking drives me crazy because they're like, we're not good enough. Oh, just sell Mickey Van de Veen to Real Madrid already. We're not good enough for these kind of a players. Like, shut up. And then they're like, oh, Ainge out. He's not good enough. Nothing's good enough. We're not good enough. It's just always fucking wah. There's such everything that people say about that faction of Spurs fans. They deserve. They need to hold that. And honestly, they're gonna keep chasing their own tail and then crying when they fucking get it and bite it. Losers. Can't stand these fools.
Go ahead, Sheikh. Let's look at Sheikh opinion on Spurs, and then we take some.
Honestly, I didn't really like. I saw the second half of the game pretty much when the capitulation started. Was when I was.
You
watching.
saw the fun part.
I saw, yeah, I definitely, because I got messages and everyone was telling me like, and it's funny because someone said it too. They're like, "There's no way Spurs, they're 2-0 up. There's no way they draw." First it was draw, and then there was like, "There's no way they lose," and then it actually happened. But a lot of the stuff that Jacob said, I actually do agree with him. I don't necessarily think it was Ange's fault. I think it's just players being incapable of sometimes doing the basics. And trust me, I'm the best person to ask for that because I see my team incapable of doing the basics most times. When have we seen Destiny Udogie have, a terrible game like the game that he had yesterday? So it's like, I'm not saying it's an odd one out, but it's like all those type of factors do come in play. And I don't know. It's Andrew's thing is like with Spurs, it's the whole thing, and the whole thing that I agree with Jacob is that it doesn't really matter what manager you bring in when your club and your board is just achieving or like going out to basically be in that same position, 5th, 6th, 4th. I don't know, if you're not really trying to like push up a level, then this is going to be it. Like you're gonna have games like this. Spurs defensively too. Like when have we really seen Spurs be consistent defensively? When have they kept like 2 clean sheets in 2 like match weeks in a row? When was the last time they did something like that? So all these problems, I think it stems based off of the players that they signed. Like Hassam mentioned, I think there's just 2 or 3 signings that you could add to Ainge's team, which could make it a lot better than what it is at this moment. But yeah, Spurs, it's just going to be like this. So what, are Spurs fans out? Are they Ange out now, Jacob? Or because last week it was, we beat
A lot
United
are.
in a spliff, Man United, and now it's like all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Right.
Some of them wanted.
No,
him
I
out.
think it's.
Arsenal game.
Doesn't mean
I think
you have
it's
to
a
change
bit of
history.
both.
They did put you in a spliff, and Van de Ven did dribble past your whole team, and you did.
No,
Yeah,
I
two
didn't.
things can be
I didn't
true
say,
at the same
no, but
time.
I didn't say
Yeah,
they
you ain't
didn't.
gonna
I'm
sit
just
up here and
saying.
change history, Sheikh, just
I'm
because
not. I didn't say that didn't happen. I'm just saying 1 week, everything was good, and all of a sudden, now
Yeah,
it's
everything was
Spursy.
good.
Back to
They won
Spursy.
3-0. So this is normal, Sheikh.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
enough.
shout out Mel, Brighton and them.
This, crazy. That's
No,
that's
I
crazy.
do. There's a point that Sheik made that reminded me of something else I wanted to just throw. I know we're probably going to wrap up this. Thankfully, we're going to wrap up Spurs in a second. Pedro Porro and Destiny Udogie were both bought for Antonio Conte to be used as wingbacks. Now they're being used as inverted fullbacks.
Conte's about to win the league at
Defensively, they're showing that they were bought to be wingbacks and to have
Udogie
less
was a club
defensive.
signing.
It was a club signing from our new Paratici scouting thing that we were doing,
you
where
can't
we
say
the same thing when we did Papa Montessor. It was for Conte. It was for Conte because we bought him the same summer Conte got here. Or excuse me, the summer after Champions League, we bought him and then loaned him back. So he was coming back that next summer because we loaned him back for 1 year.
Don't say it's a Conte signing. It's a Paratici signing.
They were bought for Conte. Paratici bought them motherfuckers for Conte's style of play. That's what happens. We bought players for Jose, then we changed.
Conte wants somebody who's going to play now. He don't care about next season, bro.
I hear that. Listen, I don't want to spend this much time on Spurs because خلاص يعني it's not that important. So you have bigger fish to fry. You get me? Big up to all of you guys in the chat. Guys, Elias has sent 17 Danish krona. Big up to you to tell you to like the video. You know why? Because there's 750 people in here. We ain't even at 200 likes yet. This is some Timo Werner, Adama Traore, Nicholas Jackson shit. Let's get the likes up. Subscribe to the channel right now. Every single one of you guys right now, hit the like button and subscribe. Can we get at least 200 likes? 15 likes away. Let's do it right now, chat. Big up to you, Elias. Big up Hussam, American Calafiori, and the rest of the panel. Banter aside, Jacob's one of my favorite panelists. Much love from India, is what Bailey 11 says.
Hey, Bale 11, man, we need you. Come on. We need you on the wing.
Too busy playing
You know
golf.
what's mad? If Bale trained for like 10 days and he came back, he'd still start for you right now.
And I would be one of those goofy ass fans being like, yeah, Bale's back, baby. Oh, I don't care. I don't care how old he is. I love Gareth Bale, man.
You know why? You employ Werner on the wing. So he would actually
No. Because I stand by the fact that if he was in a different era that wasn't CR7 and Messi's, he would be more highly regarded as one of the world's best. That's
you
my
could
opinion.
say that about every player.
This is unfortunately true. You could say that about the whole.
But Gareth Bale, different gravy.
Suarez, Iniesta, Xavi, Neymar.
Yeah,
there's a lot of players.
Well,
can you guys...
personally, I think Gareth Bale's better than all of them.
Gareth Bale's better than Iniesta.
Better than Neymar.
I respect your opinion.
But it's a crazy one.
Thank you.
Can you guys pronounce
we all got opinions, right?
Yeah. Can you guys pronounce my compatriot's name correctly, please? It's pronounced Pap. Take the E out and shove it respectfully. Big up, though. He's Senegalese, so he get to say that, Jacob. So from now on, it's Pap.
Pap Montessor.
Yes.
Shout out Edouard Mendy.
I don't think he was saying that to me.
He was.
Because I call him Pap Montessor. I mean, sometimes I call him Ay Papi Chulo Montessor, but that's just a joke.
Oh, my God. You always have these fucking crazy, unnecessary fucking names, Jacob. Unbelievable, Jeff. Thank you, Red Line at Teranga. And then he says, and smash the like. See? Danish people and Senegalese people telling you to smash the like. So make sure you guys are smashing the like button. And
he was
from
talking
Senegal to one of the neighbors in Nigeria, also telling you to smash the like button. Big up to my guy, Dio. He's going to be on my channel, inshallah, tomorrow at 11 p.m. UK time. We're keeping the content going in the international break. You get me, blood?
Oh, I would have been more quiet if I knew Dio was watching personally, because I don't know. I just feel like he's always keeping notes. He just looks like he's like taking notes with his glasses. And he's like, Jacob said this on this day. Like, bro, I gotta worry about his receipts. You know, this man. I feel like he's always plotting. He just seems like he's plotting.
You're scared of Dio?
Crazy, you won't get
I'm not scared of Dio. I just like, I know he's like all Spurs. He's always like, all Spurs fans say this, Jacob. It's like, well, I didn't say that. He's like, but Spurs fans did. And it's like, well, that's whose receipt is that? I didn't eat at that restaurant. He's always listening. It's just.
That's why I didn't eat at that restaurant. That's a good one.
Big up,
that still.
Big up Sam, who says, just sell bad event to Real Madrid already. Jacob, trust me. Let Spurs and Arsenal go trophy one more season, and North London is finished, is what Sam says.
I said let. It will happen anyway.
I'll be honest with you. Unpopular opinion. Real Madrid are building the Galacticos, and we're all fucked. Trent is going Madrid. Saliba is going Madrid. And
nice.
Jacob.
Who's we?
No, I'm talking about the big clubs. So
who's we?
Me and Egal, the club, the 3-point collectors. The big clubs, the red cartel represent, you got me.
The snitches.
Yeah, the snitches. We'll talk about this Man City stuff, Khalas. We'll talk about it some other time.
We've been up there legally, unlike you guys.
Big up to you, Sam.
20 years of bought it all, either you buy it or you might win something.
You bought it all. Big up to you.
Yeah,
son.
I'm proud. I'm proud.
Big up to NBA Highs, who says embarrassing Chelsea for a draw. Obsessed. Wow. Chelsea draws to 10 men at home, and I'm not allowed to write Chelsea embarrassment in the title. Wow. Wow. You guys always crying about you're crying about a YouTube title. Say wallah, change your name NBA lows instead of highs, because there's no way you're crying about the title. You drew to 10 men at home, عادي. It is embarrassing, yeah.
Also, NBA, shout out to you because I know you're Chelsea from the sounds of it, but this is what we call A1 YouTube engagement. I understand the game. It is
Listen,
what it is.
Chelsea.
But it's not
Everyone
even that. It is embarrassing to draw what 1-1.
Everyone expects them to
Yeah,
win.
but I know, but it's a little bit of bait. It's
One
just a
second.
little.
First of all,
No.
Lewis, please go to every game this season. We need you to
Yeah,
go to
wait,
every
wait,
game.
I'm going to nowhere in the conference league, so this dumb streak ends. All right.
Wait.
And if we
Calling
don't beat that, I'm giving up the Arsenal ticket because what's the point? What's
They're
the point?
calling
I'm
Lewis
the
Chelsea
problem if
today.
we don't win a conference league game because I turn up.
Big up to Aboud MCI, who says Zubamendi a target for City in January. I wonder what's going to happen. You know, people keep saying this stuff like it's a joke, ya akhi. To me, it's not a joke, honestly. People are laughing and shit. I ain't laughing. In the words
You're gonna be
Shaq,
trending,
you guys
so-
are
Bro, Don
nothing
Hassam's
about
hitting
that.
50k if that happens.
Brother,
Yeah.
I think that will be the
That's-
biggest
that's
stream
facts.
in my channel. And people is like, listen, man, Zubamendi really would have made an enemy forever then. It's not even a joke anymore. And I'll be so mad, so angry. And you guys talk about mental health and shit. Yeah, you guys not worried about my mental health. Because if that shit happens, I'm actually going to lose it. It's not even a joking thing. Like, I am going to lose
Well,
it.
God willing, when that moment happens, it's while you're on A-listers with a panel like us to be there for you.
Yeah.
All I gotta
and then
say
I'm
is-
going to
Yeah.
stream and
Imagine
go like,
Hamza. Imagine
There's-
Hamza.
there's a couple moments.
and then I'm going to go like, see you on the Hussam stream. You get me? So that's
There's a
what
couple of
I'm-
moments that are infamous. The Ice Spice, the Zubamendi rant, and of course, there's also the what was the other one? There's another cutting the hair.
The
and-
Jude
and
Bellingham.
the next one. Imagine having two rants about Zubamendi.
I had 1,800 people watch me cut my hair. That's how long that Bellingham saga was, bro.
Bro, while you were cutting your hair, you had live people just changing their photo to you with your hair.
Yeah, they were changing me because I had my own machine, so I couldn't just do directly zero because it would be uneven my head. So I was like, I'm not gonna let someone get a profile picture, so let me do like 4 first, and then 2, and then 1, and then 0, and yeah, they kept
Smart.
changing.
I
Anyway,
can't lie, Hassan. If that happens, Hamza is gonna be unbearable.
Oh,
Imagine if
unbearable.
Lewis, imagine if I had to dye my face blue this time now with the type of account that I had, because back then I only had like 2,000 something. It was
Oh,
madness.
you might have to do it again.
Oh,
Get
I was
4 times the
actually
viewers.
watching that stream.
Oh,
That Gem made you do that, right?
Basically, I was on Jem's channel and I
Yeah.
said, you guys are not winning the Champions League. You're gonna get knocked out to Atletico Madrid. He's like, if you guys win the Champions League from here, I'll pay myself blue. And then the guy's like, okay, everyone heard that. He's gonna do it. We're gonna win the Champions League.
Me, Lewis, and
Wait,
Egal
so he
from this
didn't even
panel.
put you into that. You willingly brought it up.
I said
Yeah.
there's no chance you guys are winning the Champions League from the position you guys were the way you were playing in the league, and you guys had to go through Atletico Madrid, you had to go through City or Real Madrid in the final, and you had to go through Porto. I did not see it. I couldn't fathom it.
I understand. This is what happens when you sack a manager and you bring in the right person.
This is what
I'll
happens
be
when you
honest with you,
scam your
that's-
way to a Champions League.
Yeah,
We did
Chelsea-
not scam our way to that. We had the best defense in 20 years.
No,
to win
but
the UCL.
Chelsea did unexpectedly win it. It's not like you.
Oh
were
yeah,
winning.
yeah, unexpectedly.
They weren't like favorites.
That's times when we hire a good coach. Big up Tommy T.
He didn't even win the league at Bayern Munich.
People
Lee
told
is
me-
waiting.
Yeah, he
on
did.
you. No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. He joined halfway through the season and
There
won
you
the
are.
league.
There you are. I'm not even gonna go there.
Yeah, he did.
It's true. He won the league. He won the Bundesliga.
Yeah, he
and-
had Bayern's worst
and-
finish as well.
And
in
Lampard
30.
got sacked after the Arsenal game.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like a month or two after that
it
game
was an
changed.
Egal
a lot for him.
assist, basically. Big up to K Stacks, who says Lee
Deserved
is
it.
waiting on you all. He's in K Stacks. You need to understand one thing about me, and I'll make this clear to everyone in the chat and everyone in this panel. I hope would vouch, guys. Hussam don't duck smoke. Hussam don't ever duck smoke. Hussam runs into the fire. I was awake
Yep.
at 3 a.m. when Lee Gunner was slandering Mo Salah. I asked him for the link. I got to Lee Gunner's stream and I cooked his ass on Mo Salah. So what we're not going to do is say Hussam ducks smoke. As you clearly can see, I have the A-listers. every 8 p.m. on a Monday. I told Lee I'll reach out to him and we will sort it. So I told Lee, listen, we'll sort it. Me, you, and Mo, we'll talk about this Arsenal gaslighting stuff. So yeah, I don't believe it's gaslighting. If I
Oh,
actually
that's a
believe,
sensational international break stream. That's brilliant.
yes,
I'm not gonna
yes.
lie. I think Lee doesn't understand the term gaslighting, what it means, because he's basically saying telling other people that you think a team is good, you're gaslighting fans like him who
Yeah.
believe the team is bad.
Yeah,
That's
that's what
not
I'm saying, bro. The Colombian cartel are after me, and you think I'm like, I'll not duck any smoke, habibi. Alhamdulillah. You know, the only.
Hey, don't make me talk to my Colombianos.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. Yesterday, there's a guy from Colombia, Omar Caceres. Shout out to him if he's watching. He sent me a super chat from Colombia. He's like, "You're welcome in Colombia anytime," because I start praising Luis Diaz now. Big up to all of you guys in the chat. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. We have hit 200 likes. Let's target 250. I see all the mods pushing as well. And now we get to the main meal. El Chelsea. You get me? El Blues. 1-1 draw to
The main meal.
Nottingham.
Okay. Nice.
Yes, of course. You have the best player in the league. Go ahead, Lewis. Talk to me, brother. What are you saying?
That was as frustrating as I expected Nottingham Forest to be. Although, even with that in mind, I was surprised that we were able to make the amount of chances that we did in that game, because I really thought we were going to struggle, especially when they went down to when we went 1-0 down. And we actually started making more chances. Noni ended up scoring straight off that. So shout out to Noni as well, because I did see him getting a lot of criticism, and like I genuinely thought he was one of our strongest threats in that game throughout the 90. Like, you can criticize him for being frustrating at times. There was times where he made the wrong decision, or some of the shots weren't of a high quality, like a couple ballooned over the bar in the first half. And I think the worst one came after the goal, where Sancho makes a good pass to him, and it just, he's in the middle of the goal and it goes over the bar by a massive range. And I think like chances like that we could have done a little bit better with. But first off, barely created anything. It was ridiculously frustrating. We concede a goal off the set piece, which is just a typical Nottingham Forest. If it ain't a set piece, it's transitional play. But I like that we had a good mentality coming off that, because I've seen enough games last season where we go 1 goal behind and we just shit the bed. This time we at least tried to stick it on them a little bit more. We were making more chances, and then it just came down to being wasteful in some areas, and their goalkeeper Sells just being on a mad one. Cole Palmer makes probably the chance of the game by himself and forces 2 brilliant saves out of the goalkeeper. And Kunku in the last minute, header from 6 yards, saved well by the goalkeeper too. There was also some wasteful chances, like we said, Noni. João Felix gets a header from a Neto cross, and he doesn't even put it on target, which is just really annoying. But all in all, frustrating, because too many chances not taken, too many useless fouls in the second half, because Forest were clearly trying to time waste, and we let them get into our head way too easily. Too many silly fights and scraps left, right, and center. Too many dumb free kicks given away, and just more opportunities for them to time waste. The set pieces weren't good enough. The corners, I've said it on all the streams this weekend. Like, it was like having Willian and Mount back at the club with those corners. Everyone was just first man, first man, first man, and again and again and again. It was annoying, because ultimately, like I say, for me, a positive was that we faced a dirty low block, and we actually were still able to break them down. It just came down to not being able to finish the chances at the end of the day. But we actually were able to make chances in this match. Last time we played Forest, we made 1 chance, and it was a Jackson miss in the last minute of the game. This time, like, we actually made a decent amount, but couldn't bury it. And that's the reason why it ended up being a draw. Sanchez saved us. Sells saved Forest. It goes both ways. I think both goalkeepers had a good case to win man of the match. And yeah, just a really frustrating end result, in all honesty. Jackson, didn't notice him all game. Like, it wouldn't be fair of me to not mention that he was basically invisible all match. Enzo Fernandez was good first half and fell off a cliff in the second half. I was literally screaming in Matthew Harding to take him off, because nearly every giveaway that he had left to a transitional play from Forest. Who else? Palmer, poor first half, but I think he was much better in the second half. Noni, I thought he did decent throughout the game. Just the end product could have been a bit better at times. Sancho, I thought he had a good game too. First half, I thought he was our best forward. And if anything, like I say with the substitutions, like it's my only real gripe with Maresca. I think the game management was good. Whatever he said at halftime helped the team a little bit because we were much better in terms of creating chances. But the substitutions were so late. We had our first sub in the 78th minute. I think if all the subs come on like 5-10 minutes earlier, maybe they have a bit more time to try and create something. And that might be the difference between 1-1 and 2-1. But ultimately, it's 2 points dropped. It's 2 points dropped. Even though like I don't think we were that bad against the low block, we weren't good enough. So here's what it is. We dropped 2 points and it's not good enough from us.
Egal, go ahead before I go.
Chelsea Chelsea have been facing a lot of teams that haven't respected them a lot this season. And Nottingham Forest is a team. First of all, I'm going to give them a lot of credit to get a win against Liverpool away from home, to get a draw with 10 men. By the way, stupid penalty, red card by Ward Prowse, but still 10 men. You got to give them the most credit. But just saying that, getting that out of the way, they've actually shown me that they're going to be a really difficult side to beat.
Oh, you're glazing Forest?
No, I'm just giving them credit.
That's more for Hassam because anytime you compliment another club, apparently it's twerking.
So
and
you're
glazing.
gonna disrespect Egal 2 sections in a row.
I'm sorry, Egal. I'm sorry, Egal.
Go ahead, Egal.
All right. Next, I thought Chelsea were gonna have that game dead and buried. The amount of chances they had, the amount of opportunities they had to bury that game, I thought they were going to have the game dead and buried. The moment that the team went down to 10 men, I'm like, yeah, game over. Chelsea's going to win. And even when they went down 1-0, I thought the game was going to get a little interesting, but I never thought they were going to lose. I always thought Chelsea were going to get something from this game. Either it was going to be a win or it was going to be most likely, I thought higher probability they're going to win that game. The fact that they didn't win it just gives me the belief that when teams play defensive against Chelsea and they're playing a low block or they're playing, they're going to have to be up against that team. Will they be able to break down teams that are really good set up defensively? We'll have to see them do that more often because some of the teams they played, West Ham, they were shocking, bro. Let's not lie. Wolves, shocking goalkeeping against Wolves. Nani Madueke getting that hat trick. That was shocking there. The game that they played last week, Brighton, Cole Palmer just had a field day with them. So you got to give their attack credit. But this game, when they face a team that respects them, they shut them out. And you could have even lost at the end, Lewis. You're kind of lucky. Sanchez made a real good save at the end of the game there to keep you guys at 1-1. And overall,
I agree, but it goes both ways. Cells did the exact same thing for them.
Yeah, overall, you come out of that game saying to yourself, how the hell did we not win this game? But at the same time, you're like, you know what? By the end of the game, credit to Nottingham Forest. You can't really criticize Chelsea too much. But hey, it just goes to show you 10 men, it's not that easy to break them down.
Mm-hmm. Like this, I have the same energy for Forest that like I had for City struggling to break you guys down because with both your teams, you guys are brilliant defensive units. If you're forced to just defend, I have a belief you can do it to a certain extent. And Forest were good at it. You guys were good at it. I think for me, like, I was surprised that we were able to make the chances that we did. Like when we went 1-0 down, I was thinking, oh, fuck, this is going to be a long 30 minutes or so. Then we get a goal 5 minutes from that, and it came from Noni, who struggled against a low block when Palace ended up dropping
Good
deep
finish,
after they
bro.
equalized. Yeah, it was
By
a
the
really
way,
good finish.
Your
Man. I'm glad
fans are
he kept
shameless,
pushing.
bro. Your fans are shameless. Cole Palmer made a
What have I
sideways
done
pass to Nani Madueke, and they're like, Cole Palmer's the best passer in the league, going crazy, right? But then 2 minutes before, I seen the same fan saying Bukayo Saka scamming his way to the most assists in the league by doing set piece goals and back post passes. Let's be honest. The amount of inconsistencies from fans is crazy. And I know you don't do this, but your fans got to get called out for that. You can't on one breath say Cole Palmer's the best passer in the league. He makes a sideways pass to Nani Madueke.
Yeah, I wouldn't say best passer in the league either. Like, he's capable of being involved in goals full stop, regardless of the performance. But even when you look at Saka, I swear that guy got 2 assists in open play last game.
Who?
Saka, like against Southampton. He got 2 assists from open play.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
both
because
of them are
he
open
did his
play.
thing this weekend. I was gonna say that on the Arsenal section, but
Yeah, but
yeah,
bro,
so
people are
whoever's
making
making the
back
comparison
Newcastle
this
now.
week, pointless.
Bro, I swear to you, the same guy who had the trending tweet about Saka scamming his way, then went out and said Cole Palmer made a sideways pass. He said, "Oh my God, he's the best passer in the league." I
Bro,
was
that is
freaking out.
Twitter in a nutshell. You just described it in one sentence.
I'm like, what
No
the hell?
consistency.
But yeah, Nadi Madueke, big up to him, scored his third goal. For what is that, fourth goal of the season? And yeah, I'll give Chelsea their credit. But the funniest part of the whole game
Three of them
was
in the same game.
your manager got slide tackled by a Nottingham Forest player.
The Forest player pushed Cucurella into Maresca.
Nico
Then
Williams,
Cucurella's
proper
screaming at
reds.
the fourth official about it, and
Proper
he
reds.
gets the
Let's go.
booking,
Nico
and now
Williams.
he's out of the game against Liverpool. It's ridiculous.
Who's out?
Let's go. Nico Williams. proper
Cucurella
reds.
is out of the game because Nico Williams pushed him into Maresca, and he went into the fourth official about it.
On the low speed,
Palmer
that might
got a
help you.
yellow for telling the referee that a free kick should have been 3 yards further back. These referees are ridiculous now.
Advantage Chelsea. What do you mean? Cucurella versus Mo Salah. You're asking for trouble.
No, but Cucurella's our best left back.
Use
And like
Vega.
to be honest, I back him. He shut out Salah before at Anfield. He can do it again.
When? Name the time he shot out Salah at
The
Anfield.
0-0. 0-0 at Anfield.
Vega.
2
Oh, that was
seasons
the
ago.
worst game in football history. That's not even.
Yeah, and I remember how good Cucurella was in that match. I ain't gonna forget
I
about it
don't
because it was
remember
a
a single
0-0.
good player in that whole game. Havertz scored an offside goal, and that
I
was the only
remember
highlight.
Badia Shield, Thiago Silva, Cucurella, and Chalobah. Our back four was solid that game.
Hey,
All right. So are you gonna buy a goalkeeper in January?
Yo, quietly, Sanchez has been one of our best players this season. So I don't
He
even know.
also gives away silly goals.
See, this is my thing. I was cussing him out in like the 99th minute because he nearly gave away a goal with a dumb pass. And then he makes a game-saving save a minute after. Like, I just think he's going to make a dumb pass every now and then, and we're going to have to firm it. But for the most part, he was really good. It was he bounced back from the Brighton game, which is saying a bit more to me about his mentality because he could have fell off a cliff after that. That was like last season Sanchez. Now he's gone back to the form that he had before that game. So who knows? I need a bit more time with him.
Sanchez reminds me of Ramsdale. That's who Sanchez reminds me of. He'll pull off some incredible saves, and at the same time, he'll have some bozo moments. That's honestly what he reminds me of. But anyway, listen, I'm not here to talk about Sanchez. Chelsea fans in the chat listening right now. Yes, Liverpool lost to Nottingham Forest. Go back 5 A-listers episodes. You can watch the Liverpool Forest stream. This is the Chelsea Forest stream, so this has nothing to do with Liverpool Forest. October 20th, inshallah, we will be there after the international break. I cannot wait. I actually cannot wait to shut down this Chelsea shit once for all. Yesterday, I told Ahmed something, and the same thing applies to Lewis. It's not even Lewis and Ahmed that is the problem. It's the Chelsea fans doing too much yapping. That's the problem. Chelsea don't have better squads or better teams than the big three. The others, okay, you can have that debate. Go tell a Spurs fan. Not Jacob because he likes Chelsea. Go tell a Spurs fan, that you have a better squad than Chelsea. Fair enough. Go tell whoever, to just tell him, no problem, United, blah blah blah. I don't care, but don't bring us into this. You finished 12th and 6th. I finished 5th and 3rd. And by the way, Chelsea haven't finished above Liverpool for the last 8-9 years anyway. So it's been a real long time since Conte essentially is the last time you finished above Liverpool. Every single season ever since then.
No, it has been that long. Oh,
yeah, every single season since then. And there's a reason why. We have better players, obviously. Just because we don't do PR, for every single player on our team. We choose.
For me, I just argue the attack. The midfield even now has got too many ifs because Lavia's just got to start playing some more games before we can.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna talk about Lavia when he doesn't even play. When he plays,
exactly, that's my thing. You can make ifs, but it's an if. Start 5 games in a row. Let's talk.
Yeah, listen, I'll say obviously for me this is my Liverpool Chelsea combined 11. No banter. Big dead serious, guys. Don't make me laugh. Okay, Alisson, Trent, Van Dijk, Konate, Robertson.
Robertson over Cucurella?
Yeah, but he's not playing in the game.
Oh, okay, that's your thing. All right, fine.
Gravenberg, Caicedo, Palmer, Salah, Diaz, Diogo Jota. That's my combined 11 right now. That's my.
I'm still putting Jackson in there, but the rest I can't really argue.
You can do Jackson. Jackson is banned. Why is Jackson banned for 3 games?
No, Jackson's not banned. No, he's not. That's bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not true. That's not true.
Okay, fair enough.
Like,
So-
if they're trying to make some BS claim about the slap that happened yesterday, VAR already looked through it in the moment and they didn't think it was violent conduct, so they're not going to bring it back.
Yeah, so the thing is, like with this Chelsea stuff, this is normal for Chelsea in a top 4 race, but it's not normal in the context of all the wild shit that other people say, you know, like, oh, only 2 Arsenal players start for Chelsea. Oh, I'd only take, I don't know where what's his name? The guy that's always in your chat, the American, the guy that works in law. He's always in your chat. He
Which
sends
one?
super chats as well. Me
Which
and
one?
him were beefing in the summer. What's his name again?
Ilya?
Yes, Ilya. Where's Ilya? Like going like, I'd only take Allison and Van Dijk from Liverpool. Bro, see, this is the problem. It's people like that just piss me the fuck off. Guys, there's a reason why I finished above you. Other than Poch tax, because it's not just Poch tax.
Beat
Obviously,
me
we have
to it. Beat me
yes,
to it.
but obviously we have better players as well. So like you have to get there, Habibi. You're in a top 4 race. You understand? So go get the top 4 and leave us alone. Listen, in my mind,
Yeah, that's
don't
why I
care
knew
about
none of
the-
that's direct at me. I already have both of you
So
finished.
are you
there.
finally
But
admitting
me
you're
talking-
going for the title?
in
this
my
year,
mind,
Hussein?
Demonat.
Did I miss that stream?
In my mind, I don't care about the things that don't matter or whatever the hell he stole from the old people's home. He took that saying and from the old people's home. Anyway, so for me yesterday, it just proves that this will be a process and it will be in stages. And you will have ups and downs and you'll have moments like Wolves and Brighton and you'll have moments like today, like Bournemouth. You'll have moments like that. Madueke stepped up in that game. I watched what Lewis says, and to be honest with you, even without the goal, I disagree. Because the one thing about Madueke in that game that he did really well, always taking risks.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing for the front line. So for me, he was the best frontline player, in my opinion, in that game, which is fine. We can disagree. I think he was the best frontline player all game because every time Madueke got the ball, to be honest, I was cussing out Moreno in the game. I was like, why are you not doing the defensive shit that you're doing against Salah? But anyway, Madueke for me was the best player even without the goal because he kept taking risks. And then Sanchez at the end, 2 saves from Nico Williams as
Tottenham
well.
lad.
Yeah, 2 saves
Yeah.
from who's the Tottenham lad?
Madueke.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's from your academy.
From
Yeah,
Tottenham
yeah.
Academy.
Damn! And now you have Werner on the wings.
He was one of the,
So,
the straws that broke that. Okay.
So yeah, so,
Because we were.
Listen-
All right. You know what? This is
no,
the Spurs segment.
Chelsea
Don't-
fans. Let it go, Jacob. Let it go. Sometimes
Just
just take
reminded
it.
him.
I'm trying really hard. Dude.
Remind me
I'm
of
trying
the
really
same.
hard to stop not saying
I
shit.
said Tottenham lad. I'm like Timo Werner. Like, yeah, you have him on the wings,
You
brother.
know,
You can't even say shit. So yeah, listen, for me, I look forward to October 20th because once I love October 20th is Hussam versus Chelsea WrestleMania moment. This is it. It's WrestleMania. People don't get it. It's not even a joke. It's fully WrestleMania because whichever way this game goes, you guys are either finished because I'll never let you hear the end of it, or I'm finished. So someone is finished that week, whether it be Lewis and the Chelsea fans or myself. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know if there are other Liverpool fans that say the same shit that I say, but I'm done.
What
I
if
think
it just ends in a
That's
draw?
the thing. A loss hurts you a lot more than a loss would hurt
What
me.
if it ends in a draw? That's still an L.
if it
That's the
ends in a
thing. I
draw-
was gonna say we're hyping this up so much. We know what this fixture's
Yeah, what
all
if it's a
about,
draw?
bruv. 0-0, 1-1. Keep it stepping.
If it's a draw, I don't even know. It'll be a bit more embarrassing for us, but like Chelsea can't take bragging rights from a draw.
It's at Anfield.
Yeah, it's Anfield. Anfield.
All right.
you could win that,
Simply put, how many Chelsea
Oh,
players
God,
get into
brother.
Liverpool's side?
bro. The mentality going
I
to
just-
Anfield
I
for
just- by the
everybody
way,
got
I
to be. If Forrest can do it, I could do it. It's got to be the mentality.
How many Chelsea players get into Liverpool's side?
It's like the mentality should be if Madrid
now
can do
or
it, I
when
can
fit?
do it.
Okay. This is not the we're
Only
talking about
similarity
mentality
between you
at
and Madrid is
Anfield
you
in
both wear
2024.
white.
We're not talking about
Sorry,
2018
Both wear
anymore,
white.
motherfucker.
Hussam, don't duck my question. How many Chelsea players get into your team?
I just did a
Delete
combined
that
11.
damn photo.
Caicedo, Palmer, and if you want to have Jackson, you can have 3.
I will say also
Three.
when fit, I am putting
So
Cucurella into
Caicedo,
the
Palmer,
11.
that's it.
Well, not suspended.
Habibi, obviously Trent is better than Gusto. Van Dijk and Konate are not the best defense in the league by accident.
I'll
Let's
wait
not
for
have
Reece.
Alisson Sanchez
I'll wait
debate.
for Reece to be fit.
Left back.
You know, can I take it a
One
step
day.
further?
You don't rate Robertson.
I would take Callagher over Sanchez. I'm not even doing this shit.
No,
Callagher is a
left
very
back.
good keeper, bro.
Left back.
What?
You don't rate
Sanchez is
Robertson.
just in form. Like you
I
gotta do
don't
it
rate
for a bit
Robertson,
longer.
but Cucurella not
whatever.
playing the game, so what's the point?
Okay.
So
well,
Robertson
Yeah, if
or
Cucurella's
Gabby
not
Veiga,
suspended,
Mr.
he's
Egal?
going into the 11.
Yeah,
You
Robertson
rate
or
your left
Gabby
back?
Veiga.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't know
Yeah.
you rated your left backs more than Chelsea's.
No, more than Gabby Veiga, yes.
Yeah,
And
it's because
Chilwell.
Cucurella's suspended, so he's not putting him in
Please
the
play
11.
Chilwell. Please play Chilwell. Please play Chilwell.
Ha,
Chilwell.
ha, good luck. He ain't
Chilwell
even in
against
the
Mo Salah, let's go.
He is not in the Conference
Please
League
play
squad. You
Chilwell.
think he's touching a Premier League
Oh.
pitch?
Let's go. I need that. I will
Come on,
inject
bro.
it. I will inject it here. Right here. I'll inject it.
Renato Vega and Tosin, I'm interested to see how they play against you guys because Vega's impressed me a lot this season. Chance for a potential legacy game. Go do something. Here's
Oh,
your-
we know
Luis,
which is the big
Luis
battle.
Diaz or
Let's go.
Sancho?
Sancho at
Remember,
Anfield. let's go.
Caicedo's the battle.
I'm taking Sancho, but I understand Diaz has been in great form this season, so
Yeah,
I ain't
Luis
even
Diaz
going to
been
argue that
balling.
down.
Luis
Have
Diaz
some
balling.
shame,
Let's
Lewis.
go, Lewis.
In a team of the
Bro.
season, you put Luis Diaz left wing.
Bro, Sancho's been good for us this season. Why would I not take him in the squad? It's
No.
only because Diaz has been good for you the whole season. I actually understand
Yeah.
your stance too.
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
Diaz been
That's
good
no
all
smoke
along.
on Diaz. It is what it is, but like I would still pick Sancho.
Yeah, Diaz over Sancho for me. 100% Diaz over Sancho.
Fair
And I
Oh,
don't
by the way,
like
can we say one thing about Chelsea? Chelsea's recruitment team was cooking with John Duran and Omarodian on the low.
That's why I weren't trying to rip those transfers too much. I was just like, I don't really get it. But if you're gonna come, like fuck it, you might as
the
well
biggest
ball out.
L of the
Hey,
transfer
Omorodian
window-
would have been better than Felix.
Bro,
Now we know that.
but
for a
the
I
fact.
will
biggest-
say, like, it
Duran
would have
would've
been
been
nice
the
to have one of them
Duran
as options
is a
off the
Duran
bench.
would have been
monster.
day one. I don't think you
Felix
guys were worried
is
about
trash.
Osimhen if you had
The
Duran.
Felix
biggest
is
L of the
trash,
transfer
he's
window
garbage.
goes to Atletico Madrid. They
You gotta
spent
start playing
88
well.
million on Julian Alvarez, and they sold Omarodian for like 15. That guy's better than Julian Alvarez.
No, 1 second. Let me call out Blaze. This is not the super chat section, but I'm gonna call you out. Don't go anywhere, Hussam. You said it'll be a walk in the park. Their seats are there with Mo. After all the disrespect, it ends with a draw. We cook Hussam. Here's the thing, Blaze, you need to understand.
I mean,
If-
you did say a lot about that game.
That's fine. If
Ah,
Liverpool
team
win,
defeat.
I'll cook you. If Chelsea win, you cook me. But if it ends in a draw, you can cook me, but it's not gonna be a cooking like you win. Of course.
Oh
it's
yeah,
not.
yeah, of course.
So we're talking about levels here. Like there's a difference between being in a pressure cooker and an oven versus you taking a lighter and doing this. Like, okay, wow, you got a point at Anfield. Like,
Again, I
okay,
think the
we get it.
stakes are a lot higher for you, if anything.
Yeah, of course they are. But I'm confident in my team, and I say exactly what I say to Lewis.
And you know what? You should be.
I respect
You
that,
should
man.
be.
I respect
Yeah, I'm
that.
not worried,
Fair enough.
guys.
I
It's
respect
at
that.
Anfield. Don't use the Forest game as a measuring stick. Just like if
Was
I
it an
went to
oven
Stamford
or a
Bridge, I'm
lighter
not gonna
last
use
year
the
when you
Forest
lost
game.
at Tottenham Hotspur?
I'm not gonna use the Forest game and the Palace
I don't
game as
even
a
think
measuring
we
stick.
are. I just think like
Yeah.
there's more belief in this Chelsea squad than there's been in years.
Blaze,
That's
you
Yeah,
can't-
that's
what I
fine,
think.
but this is
Blaze
still
is my guy, but he can't.
Yeah,
he
of
can't
course. Like
celebrate
we're
a
the
draw.
If
underdogs
I can't
going
be
into the
second,
game, and I
confident
prefer
at
that.
Anfield,
Blaze, you
if I
can't
can't be
celebrate a
prefer
confident
draw.
at Anfield, where else can I be confident? Of course, I
One
have to be
second. Is
confident.
Blaze saying Chelsea have reached the
Nottingham
level where they have
Forest.
to celebrate draws at
You can be
Anfield?
confident there.
Of course,
No,
they're gonna
no,
celebrate
no.
the
What
draw.
he's saying is like Hassam's spoken so much, even a draw's getting him cooked. That's what
I
he's saying.
said we're gonna win by 3 goals. That's my.
To me, it
honest
sounds like you're celebrating a draw.
Three
To
goals.
me, it's just they want
No,
any
no,
reason to
no,
cook
no,
you.
no,
Hassan.
no,
They
no.
want any reason to
Ain't
cook
gonna
you.
be
They
that.
just want any reason to
But
cook
it's
you. That's
like
what it
you
is.
can't talk that smoke and then not win.
See, I
Blaze,
told you.
don't get it.
I
Don't
don't think
get
you
Blaze.
faced a
Me and
defense
Lewis
as good
have
as
discussed
Liverpool's
this.
yet.
There's a difference between you doing this and you putting me in the offense.
Well,
That's
Forest are the
difference.
next best ones. They got like you both have the second least goals conceded in the league. So it's
Here's
next
where we're gonna see how Liverpool approach you. Do Liverpool respect you defensively, or do they
Jackson is
go
not a big game
do they
player
go
as well.
gung ho?
Hey,
That's-
time to make yourself one. Like that's why I'm excited for the games coming up. Like this is serious oppositions that we're playing. Good.
Yeah,
I want to
Liverpool,
see where
you
we
guys
match
got
up.
tough fixtures.
Listen,
Yeah, like the
I'm-
next 4 games are going to be really difficult for us, but good. Good. I want that.
Who's are we
Come
gonna
on,
talk
Find
about
out
your
about
team?
Come on,
Find a lot
Arsenal.
of
Come on,
people.
Newcastle. But for one game, we make peace treaty. Come on, Chelsea against Man United.
Hussam,
knew it.
can we talk about
knew
can we
it.
talk about your team?
You have a peace treaty for United than a potential title rival this
Can we
season.
talk about your team
yes,
being lucky
because
this week?
Man United can hold that. That's the one club over anyone in this whole damn league that I want to lose every single game. So that's the one peace treaty game where I'm like,
Understandable.
come
Understandable.
on, listen,
Alright,
I get
Husam,
it.
So apologies in
Hey,
advance.
Lewis, just hope
You
Ten
fucking
Hag doesn't
shit
get
the bed
sacked.
at
I never
Old
heard you talk
Trafford
to
every
Crystal
year.
Palace.
Lewis, just
I
hope
wanna
Ten Hag
know.
doesn't get sacked right before the Chelsea game, and you get.
Bro, he's getting sacked tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, he's
I
done.
would
He's
hope
done.
so. I would hope so. I'd hope
By the way,
I
let me
told
just say this.
Flawless
Then.
48 hours from the Villa
Husam,
game. If he ain't
I
sacked
don't
by
know if
then,
we-
they ain't serious.
I don't know if we're done this Chelsea section, but since we were talking about Liverpool, did you think you were kind of lucky to come out of that game as a draw at the end of the game? Because you didn't take your chances. You were the better team. You should have won the game by 3-4-0 if Jota had his shooting boots. But at the end of the game, when Eze has his chance, when there's almost a penalty shout, aren't you kind of like, you know what? We are lucky we didn't draw.
Okay, I will answer your question, but first I'll tell the guys to like the video so we can get to 300 likes because we're 12 likes away. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure guys are liking and subscribing. Even though Shikh is ducking the smoke, but his team sucks anyway. Super chatters, thank you to you guys. I'm
Game of
gonna
the
come to you after this Liverpool section. Egal, there's been a lot of narratives around my club. And I was one of the people that said last week on Airsters and the week before, we're not the strongest defense in the league because we haven't yet faced opposition. This is where the argument becomes debunked. Arsenal have conceded goals to Leicester and Southampton. City have conceded goals to Fulham and to Ipswich, which shows me that yes, we are the strongest defense because we are keeping clean sheets against them. And the Crystal Palace game, listen, if you want to tell me that Virgil van Dijk one was a penalty, that's BS, with all due respect. That would be the softest penalty in football history. He barely pulled him. It was not even like he could have kissed him harder than the way that he pulled him. Like, it's not a penalty at all. We cannot now sit up here and every decision, penalty, yalla, penalty, yalla, penalty. That's not how football works. That's not a penalty at all, in my opinion. And for me, listen, this is what the narratives cannot change for all three title race teams. Because when Arsenal come back and win, it's mentality monsters. When City come back and win, it's mentality monsters. Okay, keep the same energy for my club because we're in the title race until we're out of it. So for me, went away to Crystal Palace, got a 1-0 win, keep a clean sheet again, and you just handle your business. Simple as that. You just handle your business. And by the way, the reason why I don't think we were lucky, in the first half, we really could have scored 3 goals, like in the first half. But we had a lack of clinicalness, to be honest with you, in front of goal. But Liverpool won the game, and there was nothing at all that I have to say to complain about that performance. Van Dijk, exactly, Abdi has. Van Dijk is fake. He still is the best centre back in the world. I don't care what anyone says. He's still number one. This guy is not normal. He handled everything and everyone thrown at him. Konate was unbelievable in that game. So, yeah, now the tough starts. The tough games start after Chelsea because that I still count that as an easy game. So the tough start starts after Chelsea, Leverkusen, shit like that. That's when we have the tough run. But for me, next game, I'm not gonna make too much of it. I expect to win by 3 goals or something like that. So, yeah, that's the thing. So, for me, but when you say to LFC fans, who else competes with them? There's only one player, Rudiger. If your answer is Rudiger, then okay. Other than that, don't bring me
Kuti.
in.
Saliba.
Please, bro. Van Dijk is better than both of them combined. Let's not
The
even
next
go
best
there.
in the week. Even I'll say that. Yeah.
Yeah, we can stop it. Van Dijk is him. Just stop it. So yeah.
I mean, I remember Ivan Perisic on one good knee turned him some. He's looking like a lad. What was it?
Virgil van Maguire.
What was that
right?
cartoon?
Right,
Yeah.
Jacob?
What did they spoof
Danny
that with? I
Welbeck
don't remember.
turned Romero
Virgil
yesterday.
van Maguire.
Virgil van Maguire.
Danny Welbeck turned Romero yesterday, not Perisic.
Well,
World
he didn't
Cup
score that
finalist.
goal. That one goal that he did, the
World
time
Cup
that he
finalist
did turn
versus
Romero.
Danny Welbeck.
Man
Yo,
said
so
bullet,
is
bro.
Van Dijk signing a
Danny
new deal?
Welbeck.
Is Van Dijk signing a new deal? Because I heard Real Madrid have already basically have agreements with Trent in the making.
I don't know, man. I am worried about them leaving. I'm not sure yet. I am worried about them leaving, to be honest with you. So,
Carvajal
They
getting
still not
injured
open
just
any
speeds up
talks
the
to Van
process.
Dijk and Salah then?
bro, here's the thing: when it comes to Real Madrid, everyone need to be worried. Real Madrid.
No,
can take-
not Trent. Like that's a different scenario. Van Dijk and Salah though, they ain't tried nothing yet.
Van
Apparently,
Dijk, bro.
the
Barcelona want
agreements.
him.
No,
on a
apparently
free.
the agreements aren't the
bogeys.
same. The agreements aren't the same for both players. Like, essentially, I'd assume they want longer time, basically, and they're not getting it. So that's the thing, the disagreement. But there is no breakthrough yet, so we shall see. But yeah,
If you don't sign 2 of those guys, which is Salah and Van Dijk, and Liverpool let them leave, are you going to spend the type of money needed to replace Salah or Van Dijk?
If
Letting
Van
all
Dijk-
three of them go is ridiculous.
Yeah, if all three of them go, there's I don't know.
If
big
all three of
drop.
them go,
There's a
Liverpool
big
are
drop.
now a
Yeah,
top
big
8
drop in
team.
the team. Big drop.
Oh, we're gonna be mid-table 100%. I'm gonna
Big
cancel
drop.
A-lister. Just do Liverpool emergency streams every day.
Yeah.
Every day, Liverpool emergency streams. We're finished. We're done. We're finished,
You're gonna
guys.
sound
It's
like
over.
me, bro. You're gonna sound like me.
You're gonna start doing
This is
Aston
it.
Villa hate watch
Yeah,
along.
how the tables have
Oh,
turned.
This is
Emergency streams have
Liverpool.
The
lost
only
their
one
value.
that I'd need here is Jacob because we're at similar
Good.
levels.
You know what, Hussam? That I
was
would
gonna
love
open
that.
up the
I'd
Mud
love that
Brothers.
for that to
No, but
happen.
on a serious
Yeah.
note,
Sheikh
with
and
Mo
Jacob
Jacob and
Salah-
Hassan first.
once again, if they lose Mo Salah and they get Rodrigo, and they lose Trent and they have like Bradley
Liverpool
playing,
signed Rodrigo.
yeah. Why are you
Sorry.
laughing?
It's because he don't expect that sort of ambition from Liverpool.
No, honestly, I need that. I need Hassan to drop
yeah.
content for Rodrigo,
If-
and I need Rodrigo to reject him. I need
Liverpool-
that.
There's
if
something
Liverpool
that
lose Mo
the top
Salah-
wants you to know.
That's a very
If
great
Liverpool
idea.
lose
Egal.
Salah,
Very
I
great.
can see you signing Rodrigo.
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
Why? You don't believe your team has the money to go
Even
get a
my
Rodrigo?
level. Let me tell you.
Brother, when have we seen Liverpool ever buy like a
Bro,
big star in
Liverpool
their
have
prime like
money.
Rodrigo?
They just
Two
can't
times
get the
in my
player
whole
to agree to
lifetime.
come to them.
In my whole
Liverpool
lifetime,
have the
twice.
Bro,
money.
they
Yeah,
dropped like
Thiago
90
and
on or 80 on
Suarez
Darwin
and
Nunes.
Thiago, that's
Once again, I believe Liverpool have the money. They just can't
Yeah.
attract the player to come to them. They wanted to
That's
Egal,
what
buy.
they
what's
could.
the problem? Money ever. The problem is ambition,
not.
never money.
Yeah, they never really try to.
Yeah.
You think I'm one of
No,
those
but
Liverpool fans who believes we don't
If
have
you
money?
lose
We
Mo
have money.
Salah, if you lose Mo Salah, you're going to have to go spend big.
Habibi, if we lose Salah, it's over. If we lose Van Dijk, it's over. If we lose Trent, it's over. All three, we need them.
Trent is
Now-
gone, bro.
Let me tell you exactly what's going to happen. Trent goes, Conor Bradley is the replacement. Van Dijk goes, we're probably going to go sign Inacio or some shit. Salah goes, we're going to go sign Johan Bakayoko level player. We're not that club, Egal.
I heard Arsenal and I heard Arsenal and Man City are going to try a thing with Trent also. If he doesn't sign a
Good
pre-contract with
luck.
Real Madrid.
Good luck.
I'll be honest
Yeah,
with you.
good
If
luck.
Trent leaves, it's going to be Madrid or Liverpool. I don't think it.
I know.
He ain't
I know.
staying in England.
I
he's
know
not.
he's not going to stay in England and ruin his legacy with Liverpool, but Man City and Arsenal are going to try a thing.
Yeah, I can try a thing with Rihanna.
Try,
She's with
yeah.
ASAP Rocky.
You know what he's gonna do? He'll end up using one of you guys as
To
a
get
way
more
to get a
money.
better contract with either
Yeah.
Liverpool or Madrid. That's what will happen.
Really
Like what
and truly.
Ramos did.
Flirt a
99.
little bit. It
Liverpool-
won't be
Will
anything more than
Liverpool
that.
match his
Why do you have to
Real
mention that,
Madrid
Hussam? Like, why?
Yeah, hold that. You probably thought you were getting Ramos as well. You can hold that.
Still waiting for Schneider as well.
Before you said Rasmus. My bad.
Wow, Lewis just took a low blow right there.
But yo,
No,
Where-
I
whoa.
didn't hear you. I
Where-
thought you
I
said
know,
Rasmus.
whoa.
One second, where
It's
could
not
Van
a
Dijk
blow,
go?
though.
Where could Van Dijk go? Because I don't see Mo
Barcelona.
Salah having any job anywhere else
Van Dijk, Barcelona, 100%.
besides Saudi. Barcelona for Van Dijk.
I don't
Trent
think
will
Salah
go to
will go to
Real
Saudi
Madrid.
Arabia. I really don't.
I don't think Mo Salah goes to Saudi either.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia is still, bro. Most Salah to Saudi Arabia can happen when he's 40. Like it's always gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could happen whenever.
So it doesn't matter.
Syria? Maybe?
I think
Back
he
to
goes.
Syria?
He has a good relationship with.
Now,
Nasser
would they
Al-Khelaifi.
even be able to afford his wages? I doubt that.
People think PSG.
I don't think any
no.
Serie A club could do that. It'd
Why
have to
would
be
he
keep
Spain,
going
PSG?
England,
Why
maybe
would Salah go to
Germany.
PSG?
Yeah.
Have you seen the PSG wingers, Lee and Doué and Barcola? Of course, he starts there.
No, I'm
You
saying
start
why would
there.
he go to that team? That team has no ambition.
He has a good relationship with Nasser Al-Khelaifi, who's the PSG owner. They've met.
Plus,
each other.
easy stat pad of a few league titles. Just
It was
Yeah.
that pad league titles, a bunch of goals. League is easy.
Imagine,
Yeah.
imagine Salah goes to PSG and then they win.
Barcola's their best goal scorer in the
win a
league.
UCL.
Champions
yeah,
League?
imagine.
Oh boy.
That would
I
be
really-
conversations.
Imagine
over.
Margot
legacy is
Robbie.
already
Imagine Margot
cemented
Robbie
before
replied to
that.
my DMs. Hussam, imagine she replied.
Imagine Mo Salah goes to Barcelona. No, he won't. Lamel's there. He won't go
Yeah.
to Real Madrid. He won't go to any Premier League team.
Actually, the Madrid thing is not
Oh,
that crazy.
maybe he goes back to Italy.
That's what I'm saying. He could go back to
But
Syria.
again,
I've been
the
saying
money.
he could.
You have
He
to
could.
drop his wages to do that. He ain't gonna do
then,
that.
then it doesn't make sense. Mo Salah staying at
Probably
Liverpool.
Juventus.
Mo Salah staying at
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Even
Juventus
Juve,
don't have
can they
money,
afford
bro.
his wages?
What about like
Juventus don't have
Inter
money.
or
Bro, all three
AC
players.
Milan? I don't know.
Okay,
Inter.
here's the thing. Van Dijk and Salah want to stay, so we know that part.
Okay.
So it's just about how long the contract is. With Trent, it's a different conversation. Why? Because the quotes with Trent is he wants ambition and he wants the owners to show that they want this club to go forward. Meaning that the conversation that he's had with the club has included, and I'm paraphrasing here, the conversation that the club want to win trophies going forward. That's the difference. You get what I'm saying? So that's where the conversation changes.
So Alisson could end up at Barcelona also in 2 years' time.
Alisson still has 2 years left, and he's a goalkeeper. So like, goalkeepers can play till they're 50. Like, it's just I never really.
Look at Van der Sar when he played for us. Like, he played for so long.
Yeah, the fact that you guys already signed his replacement and you have him cooking in the background just kind of tells me he's going to be going.
Yeah, but his replacement is on loan, and he will come back next season, and we could send him on loan again. Why not?
Yeah, we've done it. We've sent
You
Saliba
don't
on
need a
loan.
goalkeeper like that's young. Ask Lewis that. He knows. He's seen it with his own eyes.
He sent
Goalkeepers are better
Courtois on
experienced.
loans. Yeah.
Yeah, way better when it's experienced goalkeeper. Way better. Way
Yeah.
better.
But
But
bro,
anyway, we're top of the league, and now October 20th till December 7th, I have a month and a half of hell. You get me?
you
we
find
have
out what
a
you're really
whole
made of.
month and a
Yeah,
half where
we're
it's
gonna find
every
out a
bad
lot
game
about
known
this
to
football.
humanity. Arsenal away, City at home, Real Madrid, Leverkusen. I could go on and on and
You
on
can win
and
all
on
those.
with the list of teams we're gonna play. You know, Everton, Merseyside derby at Goodison,
Oh.
Newcastle away. You get me? So it's a whole lot of shit. then
Merseyside
an
derby
easy
versus
start-
that Everton.
Do you have
is
Real
crazy.
Madrid also?
Yeah. And then an easy run starts after that with Spurs and stuff. So we started with an easy game. And then
Oh, I can't
then
wait, bro. I can't wait to wax that bald fucking head of that Netherlands fraud, that Amsterdam. He's banned from the red light district,
You know what the funny
pervert
thing
looking
is, it's the
cue
same
ball
thing for us.
face
We got a
motherfucker.
difficult run, and then in December,
Yo,
it's
Jacob,
Tottenham
why
and
are
a
you
bunch of
triggered?
others.
You know you're not on
Fuck, mate.
Liverpool's
Bro,
level.
Arnslaw's about to get dunked on. I'm telling you. We'll be there. I need him to first dunk on Arsenal. He's going to lose to Madrid. He'll draw with City. And then I don't remember the other matches. But then when he comes up against Tottenham, he's going to hold an L. I'm telling you right
please
now.
play
Let's go,
Ben
man.
Davies
Come on,
against
you
Tottenham.
Spurs that day. Let's go, man.
Come on, you
All I
Spurs.
know is you could be.
I'm with you, Jacob. I'm with you.
You could be 2-0 down to Tottenham and still have a good chance of winning. So you don't have to worry.
Yes, we do know that for a fact now.
We've all seen it before.
I feel like the laugh is the worst part of that. I'm not going to lie.
My team scored 5 past you 2-0 down a couple years ago. Remember that?
Twice, 2 years in a row. No,
Remember
You
the
guys
last-
got
Yeah, that
5-2,
was
2 years
twice
in a
in
row?
the same year, wasn't it?
Yeah, twice, like 2 years in a row. Yeah, that's crazy.
Good time.
Irrelevant.
It's happened
Hey,
again.
Spursy, it's for a reason.
It's happened again. Tottenham Hotspur.
Actually, we did that how many times?
Were you singing that when Liverpool played at Tottenham Hotspur last year?
Bro,
Hussein?
you had Brighton
We
fans.
literally beat
Referees.
humiliation.
You had Brighton
Oh.
fans singing Tottenham get battered.
Hey, ever since that robbery, your life ain't been the same.
You
It's
know,
been
my
down
thing
to
with
today.
Brighton-
That song
there's
gets
the-
chanted
there
everywhere.
was
I
a-
go to
there was
WWE
a
events
girl-
and they're all chanting, "What do you think of Tottenham?" It's crazy.
There was a
I seen
girl
that video,
once that
actually.
Manager
disrespected
hated
the fuck out of
worldwide.
Brighton on stream. It was years ago.
They're
And
like,
literally
if you hate
since then,
Tottenham, stand
Brighton
up.
always give us a tough game. I don't
literally,
know
brother,
what
the
it
whole
is.
stadium
Oh,
standing
everyone
up.
was
It's
standing
a
up,
wrestling
yeah.
show.
You go to WWE and they're like, if you hate Tottenham, stand up. Everyone's standing up. Like, it's
Remember
crazy.
watching expressions once like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck?"
Well,
Get
to be fair, at
smoked
WWE,
everywhere.
you tell them to do anything and they'll fucking do it because they're just drones or they're AI. Chat GPT. I ain't buying it.
Oh,
Yeet.
Yeah.
thank
Yeet.
thanks.
Fair enough. Big up to Bale who says.
Oh, sorry. Was that not on the script that I was supposed to read off of?
What script? Who's giving?
What are you
it?
talking
Jacob?
about?
No, I did like the Vince McMahon
You meant to
documentary,
wing
though.
it. You meant to wing it. Like,
The Vince McMahon documentary
what's
was
the
lit.
word? What's the word for it?
The Vince
I do have
McMahon
more
documentary
respect
was
for
lit.
them as
Improvise.
Yeah, you
athletes
should watch
and
the
stuff. I
documentary.
will.
It's a really good
I will
documentary.
admit that documentary opened my eyes to how much like physical things that they actually do go through on
Oh,
those
the
matches.
Vince
That's
one?
kind of crazy. Yeah, it's on Netflix, I think.
Yeah, I still gotta get the last episode.
It's great.
Yeah.
It is
Bro,
it is
it's
great.
really, it's one of those ones where
I'm not
when you
even a
start
wrestling
watching it,
fan, but I
it
got more
has
respect
you-
for
it has
wrestling
you
after
stuck
it.
in that world. Just keep watching it. Every episode, you just keep
One
wanting
in the
to
chat
watch
said,
that.
"Relax, Dominic Mysterio." That's crazy.
Yo,
I don't know
who's
why
that?
people say that. That dude has a mullet. He has a
Who's that?
mullet. I don't have a
Australian?
fucking mullet.
If you start watching the Vince McMahon
brilliant.
doc, you're not gonna sit down until you finish it.
Yeah, it is one
Jacob,
of those.
what
Like, I
I
can't
need
wait
you
to
to wear an
finish it.
Undertaker hat with that robe, bro. Just one time, please.
See, I did. Okay, so I did pay attention to wrestling back in the day when there was Kane, Undertaker, and the dude with the stinky sock. I remember those guys.
Mick Foley, yeah.
Yeah, the stinky sock. That it grossed me out. But it was like after I found out that it wasn't like entirely real, then I was like, oh, you deceived me. I'm done with this thing. I'm never gonna watch it again. But that Vince documentary I have more respect for it. I'll be really honest. Like, it's a lot more goes into it than I thought.
Yeah, shout out Mr. Socko, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was legendary. The stinky sock. I remember that.
Oh, gee.
Anyways,
I hope he watched it though. 'cause
nobody
fucking
else has
hell.
anything else to say about Liverpool. I guess.
I think that was the whole thing. Was that
I
he
didn't even watch the
watch
game
it.
early kickoff. Fuck that.
Yeah, it was a 4:30 a.m. for me. And
Alice,
if you think I'm
Liverpool, I
gonna
know
wake
what's
up to
gonna
watch
happen
Liverpool,
anyway.
jeez.
Yeah. What happened to Jota though? Usually he's clinical.
Yeah, I see.
I
it.
don't look
I
like
see it.
I don't
Give
I don't
Jacob a
see it.
mustache and I see it. Yeah.
A good thing I shaved. What are you doing? Don't do this. It's a good thing I shaved. Bro, he looks way more
I see
Chicano
it.
than me.
I
He
see
looks
it.
way
I
more
see it.
I
Chicano.
definitely see
Yeah,
it.
I see
Definitely
it.
see it.
I see
Yeah.
it. Yep.
All
It
right.
makes sense.
All right.
Hassan, didn't you one time call him Trevor from GTA? I remember you long.
No,
time
see,
ago.
that's disrespectful. That's actually disrespectful.
AJ from San Andreas.
What?
Yeah, he called him
Yeah,
Trevor.
Yeah. No,
You
that's
don't
just
see, Trevor
cultural
Phillips?
appropriation. All right, you're just
Man said
appropriating
Trevor
white man.
There is no way.
Look
you
at that
tell me that
Vegeta
looks
ass
like this.
hairline. Look at that
There's no
Vegeta hairline, bro. I ain't got no hairline like that.
There's no way you tell me he don't look like that. Come on.
No, that's just rude.
Oh,
Absolutely.
fuck off.
Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
There's no
thank
way
you,
he
Lewis.
does look like
The disrespect I get when I go on. You
This
know how
is
much
Jacob
time I
Rice
stay
now.
away from my family to do this?
this. This is Jacob.
This is the thanks I get. Okay.
I'm gonna
This-
take. There's another one. There's one last one that he looks like.
It's literally just because he lives in the desert. I think that's why you said it.
That's the last
I'm
one.
hoping.
Race.
Anyway.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take my Spurs down the old town road. I'm gonna
No, do the one where he's got the flavor saver at the bottom. It's the third row in the middle.
ride till I can't no more. That's literally Jacob right there.
Jesus.
We were tuning up away.
I'll take his money.
Cruising in
Oh,
the
that's for
dark.
damn sure. And come on. I don't want that fame though. Hell no. I like going to the grocery store and knowing nobody.
Big up.
Oh.
Oh my days, that was a fun segment. Big up to Bader says, as much as I'm impressed with Chelsea this season, the real question is, does Maresca have the cojones to drop the Argentinian Lockstaff and play Lavia? That's a question to you, Lewis. Do you think he has the cojones?
Yeah.
Aye, we will find out. We will find out because with Enzo, that was another game of two halves with him. First half, I thought he weren't too bad. Second half, he was a bag of crap. Now, I don't know if that was a fatigue thing or not. Some people are trying to run that. I think it's personally an excuse because, again, you're meant to be a good passer. You're meant to be good in possession. When you're giving away silly passes and it's leading to potentially game-changing turnovers, no, I ain't having no excuse for that. So
You want to know something?
he's going to play the next game, but yo, if he don't come back from the international break like with the same form that we saw against Brighton and West Ham, off, please.
Did
You wanna know
Maresca make him
something, Lewis?
captain as
It's
well?
gotten to the point where nobody even cooks him anymore. That's when you know he's not that good.
Yeah, Enzo was shit.
Oh no,
against
no,
Fulham.
he's getting cooked. He's getting
Bro,
cooked
not-
regularly.
Not,
Not
from rivals
regularly
anymore.
yesterday.
It's to the point where rivals stop talking about Enzo, I think.
Yeah, but Enzo
You
was
know what
shit
it
against
is?
Forest, though.
You know what
He
it
was.
is? It's because Hamza's not on A-listers no more. That's what it is.
I don't.
Because that was
see
his
too
number
many
one
people-
target.
Fair.
I'm just saying, from my perspective, I don't see too many people talking about Enzo anymore.
That's true though.
Quest-
Egal.
Question
Might
from
just be
Ramon.
different timelines. I swear it was littered with Enzo and Noni yesterday. Just didn't get why Noni was getting cooked.
No, that's
But
your
Enzo,
own fan base. That's your own fan base.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
that's
talking about other Okay, cool.
And by the way, you see when you were reacting to my video, I told you Chelsea fans don't even like Madueke. He saved you yesterday.
Yeah,
Um,
at half time I was looking through Twitter and I was thinking, why the fuck is he getting cooked like this? It weren't even that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're.
Are Enzo Dewsbury Hall an upgrade to Kovacic, Gallagher, Lewis?
No, I never even said we had to upgrade on Kovacic. It's just his contract was expiring. He was injury prone as hell and he wanted to go to City. That's what it is. Go do your thing.
Don't ignore the other
Anyone's
players.
an upgrade on Gallagher, so next one. But yeah.
Wow. Gallagher is cooking for Atletico, by the way. But I hear it.
I've heard mixed things, but again, go do your thing. I hope you boss it over there.
Don't let Hussam change the narrative. At the start, he said we have no chance of top 4, but now he's cooking us because Don and Chez said we might finish above LFC.
Some
Find me
people
one.
said Liverpool would finish 8th.
Yeah. Find me one clip where I said Chelsea have no hope of top 4. I dare you. I literally have been saying that in a top 4 race.
You
I've
know,
been saying
people,
that since the summer, you fraud. I put you in 6th place in my prediction or 5th.
Oh, are you twerking now?
I have them fourth. I have them fourth. I was
No,
ahead of the
Is this the
curve.
twerk?
them
Is
in
this
a
the
top
part where
4
you
race.
twerk, or
Putting them in a top
like
4 race is not twerking. You saying big up
Little
Chelsea
glazy?
last week is twerking.
little glaze, little
You just
glaze,
said
medium
big up Chelsea.
glaze,
You just said big up
heavy
Chelsea.
glaze?
Bro, you grab a
wrong with
packet of
that?
Krispy Kreme donut last week and you're talking about glazing. It's mad.
Exactly. Talking about big up Chelsea as a Spurs fan.
Nothing wrong with that.
I
Love the
didn't.
Chelsea.
I said big up them for.
Chelsea.
What
Liverpool.
y'all
You
take
did.
it out of
You did,
context. You
and that's
always.
wrong.
This is.
That's
See, you're the
wrong,
type of dude to
Jacob.
clip something and then be like, "Look, he said this," but it was like
No,
in reference
we're
to
pointing
or
out the fact
quoting
that you don't know
of.
the definition of the word that you're trying to use.
Exactly.
Big up is not a hard definition to fucking infer. Egal, what are you
No,
talking about?
when you say big up Chelsea, that is
big up
gassing
Chelsea.
them up.
Hey, let's.
That's
judge
not how I
everyone.
said it. I don't sound like a
let's all say
Pokemon
it
that just got
together. Big up
caught.
Chelsea.
What is it? I don't sound like Jigglypuff.
That is gassing
What is
them
this?
up. But if you say, you know what, they had a good game, good job for them. That's not glazing.
Yeah.
That's just giving them.
I think
credit.
I was bigging him up because of the manager. I like Enzo Maresca. He's impressed me thus
Oh, there
far
you
in the
go.
Premier League.
Glazing
So I
again.
bigged up them for making that.
Oh,
that
Jacob, are you twerking now? Is that twerking
Yeah,
now?
twerk.
yes, he
Glazing
ordered.
now.
I grabbed the donut. Now I dunk it in the coffee.
Enzo Maresca.
Had a crazy big taste.
Go on,
and it's in
Enzo.
the waist, yada yada yada. You know, this is Jacob every Chelsea section. Big up to Enzo Maresca. I heard him talk on the press conference, and oh my god, he's so amazing.
That accent.
Anytime
The
Enzo
accent's
Maresca talks to the
disrespectful.
media, he's
I'm not a
incredible.
Valley girl.
He said,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
making him
drop
sound
player,
like he's like a
and
Bro,
he's
sound
like,
like
"Oh,
Bro, Beverly Hills.
Big up Chelsea, go Blues. That's you.
Go Blues, yeah.
And then he's like,
Where's
"Oh, I
my
don't
frappuccino?"
You sound like
he's
who
never gonna be as
NBC
good as
puts
my
on the
guy
morning
Ant, but
show.
He's gonna do his thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like literally gonna do his thing.
I don't talk like
Yeah,
a
love
Valley
it,
girl.
Enzo,
I don't,
love
Yo,
it.
Sam, there's no
me
need
wipe
for an
my
Arsenal
mouth.
section
Real,
today.
that's a Valley girl.
There's no
Valley
need for an
girl.
Arsenal section today. Just big up Bukayo Saka.
No,
Man,
it's not
man.
Arsenal section. It's no need.
Some
not
say
Arsenal.
Cole Palmer's better, but I don't. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, let's go to Sheikh quickly. Sheikh.
Start another debate. I Fez.
No more
Wallahi,
debates.
That was the
Sheikh.
most boring game ever.
Yeah, Sheikh. What the hell, brother? Just yeah. Tell me
What?
the
What? You say what the hell to me? Like this is my fault. Like I was coaching them. Like I decided to play Delict and
Do you guys
not
even play
Delict. Sorry, I
football
decided to
anymore?
play Evans and Maguire in what could have potentially been my final game in charge. They're acting like I decided to do that. But hey, in hindsight, it actually turned out well because we actually got a clean sheet at Villa. But yeah,
Isn't
to
that
start
more
off,
concerning?
it definitely is. It definitely is. So to start off, right, I wake up, I see the lineup. We're all, you know, the thoughts before the game are pretty much he's going to get sacked. This could be it. It's Villa. They just beat Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Like it was going to be peak for sure. And then I see the lineup. I see Maguire and Evans starting at Villa Park, and then I see him come out and talk about rotation. And he says we needed to rotate the squad and stuff like that. I'm sorry, but aren't we going into an international break right now? So what rotation is he talking about? Evans and Maguire in at Villa Park. This Villa team who are top 4 candidates, and with the form that we've been on, you decide to you decide to start them for rotation purposes, despite us heading into an international break. Like, what type of waffle is that? But anyways, so get into the game. Pretty much same old. I think the biggest thing that I could take away from that game was that was definitely not the Villa that I expected to see. It kind of reminded me a lot of the Villa against Arsenal, actually. I just didn't think like they were clinical. They going forward. I didn't think Morgan Rogers had the best game, even though he's like pivotal for them most of the times. The problem that I thought we were going to have was the amount of midfield that we would have, like the amount of space that we would have in the midfield, where Morgan Rogers would just pick up the ball and progress and drive and create chances for Watkins and Duran when they come on. But yeah, I didn't really see much of that. I think even for us, the best chance that we had was probably Bruno's free kick that hit the post. And then there was one instance where Garnacho could have played the pass, but Garnacho just doing Garnacho things. But yeah, I think the talk is not even much about the game. The talk's more just about
shit.
I wouldn't say he's shit, but I would say we have to definitely see a lot more from him. And when I say a lot more from him, it's
How much did
literally
you
the
spend on
goals.
Højlund and Xerxes combined?
Like
120?
100 and close to 120 million.
You know that's 4 times
111
Mo
million.
Salah's price tag.
Yeah, but I mean,
You know that's only
hey,
30 million
so
more than Darwin Nunez. So
we
get you a
spent
30
we
million
s-
dollar player, and that's
That's
a
not
Darwin
true.
Nunez.
That's 60 million more than Darwin, as you
Y'all
failed.
spent like 80 something US.
64. He
You-
hasn't triggered any of the bonuses. He's shit.
Oh, so that's what it was up to. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry, I'm not a
64
fucking
M,
Excel
bro.
spreadsheet. I just like to,
Yeah,
you know,
why you
I heard
including bonus?
88 mils what I thought it was because I remember I actually liked Darwin Nunez at Benfica and I wanted him at Tottenham, and then I heard that y'all were spending upwards of 80. I was like, yeah, Tottenham will never spend that.
Yeah, you
But
can have him if you want.
I mean,
well,
like,
no,
but the
but
thing is,
you
like,
know,
we've
I'll
spent
give you
money
Richarlison.
we spent stupid money on stupid players in the past anyway, so it's like it's not anything surprising in that. But yeah, I mean, it's concerning for sure. Like, this is now statistically the worst start ever to a United season for a manager. The second worst was him last year. So it's like he made his record. He beat his own record. How do you beat your own record? Like, that's crazy to me. But yeah, I mean, the talk is enough about the game itself. There's not really much to talk about the game, to be honest. It's more just about the fact that the time is ticking. Me, like everybody else, have given it 48 hours, but time's ticking, man, and get to work. And this guy needs to be gone by Tuesday. Had we won today, had we won yesterday, I'd be saying the same thing. He needs to go. It's just, yeah, I'm over it. There's nothing positive about our club. Everything you think about when it comes to our Premier League season is negative. Our goal difference is negative. The amount of goals we've scored this season versus the amount of goals, like, yeah, it's all negative, man. It's all terrible. It just needs to end. But the concerning part is that whether they will actually pull the plug, because I can't really sit here and confidently say that I trust Ineos to do that because they kept him in the first place. When all things were aligning to the fact that we should sack him and it's the perfect time to sack him and it'll be the best send off, him winning a trophy and leaving, they decided to keep him, and they decided to keep him and pay him 17 million to do more crimes and have a worse season than he had last year. So yeah, 21st in Europa League with a 0 goal difference. If it wasn't for Harry Maguire midweek, we'd have a negative.
Crazy.
We'd have a negative goal difference in that competition too. This is what I'm talking about. It's stuff like this. I don't think any of you guys are experiencing what I'm experiencing right now. So it's like I need to be, this stuff needs to end. It needs to be over. Sack this guy. Just get Rude in. I'm sure we'll see better performances than what we're seeing right now. I don't care about the rest of the season, to be honest. It's whatever. It's a write-off. I considered it a write-off when we kept him. So yeah, we move. Let's see. Get Rude. Have him until the end of the season. Then you go out and you make the right decision and you do your homework and you sign and you get the proper manager, man. That's all I'm saying. But here we go.
I thought I saw y'all were with Tuchel. I woke up to a YouTube channel saying
reports of
Tuchel in the microwave is heating up.
I don't know. Tuchel seems like he's a favorite for them because they did talk to him this summer, but I don't know what happened and it didn't work out. But he seems like a favorite. But no, stay away from Tuchel too, man. Stay away from all these type of managers, to be honest. Just don't go for the obvious favorite. Like, I want you to actually go do your homework, do your research, see whether you can actually, supply for that manager in the summer too, and get him the right signings and figure all that type of stuff out before you make these decisions and rush to one. Because now we're not under the Glazers anymore, and we don't have this excuse every season like, oh, it's just the Glazers tax. This is all because of the Glazers and stuff like that. But Ineos are now here, and you've brought in all these people that you've brought in to bring back the club to where it belongs and all that type of stuff. So I expect you to do I expect you to do work, and I don't want you to go for just the easy option. Basically, that's what I think. But we'll see. This season's a write-off. Like I said, United fans, if there's anything that you're hoping for, just don't hope for it. We're not going to win a trophy. We're not going to somehow get a result against some team or something like that. Just forget about it, man. This guy needs to go, and we wait until tomorrow. Hopefully, I wake up tomorrow and there's a club statement, and he's gone, and you'll probably see a stream on my channel too. So, hopefully, we'll see. We are 14th in the Premier League. This is what Hassan was trying to basically say. We are 14th in the Premier League, people.
Yeah, there we are. There we are.
This used to be us last season.
I love my fucking club, bro. I don't care what nobody says. I love when I see that logo, when I see that name, it fills me with a certain feeling that if I told my wife, she'd probably be worried.
How are you sandwiched between Bournemouth and Leicester? That's so wrong, bro.
Eric Ten Hag.
Wallahi, that is crazy. Wallahi, that's actually crazy. This is unbelievable. This is like Yo, and you know what's the worst part? -3. -3 is the worst part right here. This is so fucking hilarious, honestly. This is
You're
so
one
funny.
loss and an Everton win away from being level with them. That's crazy.
Look at
Yes,
this, -3.
yes, we are.
You know
man.
that how
And-
many points above relegation? You're 5 points above relegation. That's crazy, wallah. Like, that's
But hey,
crazy.
again, man, like when people,
Some
when
Spurs
I
fans
was
said
saying,
Glasner. Oh,
when I
Glasner's
was
better
saying
than
all these
Ainge.
things, I was apparently
Do not
called negative.
personalize
by my
everything,
fan base.
Jacob. That
So
would be nice.
I just don't forget when people talk shit and they lie about my mans. Oh my fucking god! Really? There we go. Oh no!
I'm gonna
No,
take
no.
my
Oh, boy.
Spurs to the Old Town Road. I've got to
This is disrespect.
ride. Look at this.
And if I did anything like this, you know, they'd all say racismo, and the FA would charge me 6 to
100% you
12
because
games.
of the racist. I'm gonna pull the race card as well. 100%. Hold that. Anyway, listen. Big up to every single one of you guys. Anyone else want to say anything about United?
Didn't watch the game. Just
That was the
if
worst
United
game.
have any dignity,
Just
Ten
don't know
Hag's
what to
gone
say.
by the next match.
I'm going to
Anybody
say
who
this
watched
in
that
case any
game?
United reps are watching. Big point away from home, away at a tough ground. European, a Champions League team in Aston Villa. Unai Emery, good evening. You went out there and you stunk it out and you got a point. And your manager was smiling very, with a big ass smile at full time. So I think everything's good in the hood over there at Manchester United. I would just say fix the toilets and cook the chicken.
Wow, he went there. That's another low blow.
I mean, that's the least you could do for the people that are paying for Anthony's salary.
I can't even. I really can't even argue that, to be honest.
Anyway, listen, on
Okay.
that note, big up to all of you guys. This stream is going to take you to MHF. We're going to be talking about the Man City win in the court of law. You get me?
Oh, that'll be fun.
Ahwa, ex-A
Who loves
listers.
court?
Inshallah, next Sunday, team of the season. Ahwa ex-A listers, ladies and gentlemen. We're back, baby. It's going to be one hell of a
Content right there,
Cannot
people.
wait. That's content king right there. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Egal Talks Football in the description. Shikh TV in the description. United Spurs of America in the description. Carefree Lewis G in the description. Go subscribe. And yeah, thank you for getting us to 300 likes. Big up every single super chatter. And I'm gonna see you guys on MHF, man. Peace.
Cheers.